I see red numbers. That means we're recording. Okay. And I see Firefox deciding it might want to crash. Don't crash.
Uh-oh.
Please don't
That's why you gotta
crash.
use that Google Chrome, yo.
Don't
I
crash.
can't believe poor Yuna is stuck with these people.
Okay, it pulled out.
Learn a
Hello.
privilege.
This is another one of my summer 2017 one shots. This is the urban fantasy crossover scenario. And as you can see, we've got a little bit of an all-star situation. We have, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. We will start using the portraits that are in the bottom rather than the portraits that are at the top. We'll start with Ashley J. Williams. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Michael. Everyone calls me Waffles. And today I'll be playing Ash Williams from The Evil Dead.
Okay, and then we have Spoiled Chestnut or Krista. And go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Spoiled Chestnut. I have a Twitter and a Tumblr. I am a digital freelance illustrator. Look up my stuff. It's cool.
Come on, self promotion.
She's she
You
definitely.
can cut that bit. You can cut that. I'm just messing.
I'm a self-publisher myself, so in this kind of stuff is sort of me advertising myself, so I don't mind at all. um,
I'm sorry. I should have asked first. I was really just goofing around.
that's fine.
I
Uh,
love it.
okay, so and you are playing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am playing Lady Unalesca from Final Fantasy X, the first one, the good one.
And then Shay or Nancy Downs.
Hey, oh, okay. Hey, I'm Shay. You can check me out on Twitter, Shay1220. I work in production, had a show just premiere, Rassi on YouTube. Check it out.
Woo!
Um, I am playing Nancy Downs from The Craft.
And then we have Chris.
Hi, I'm Chrissy. I'm playing Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Don't look for me.
Don't look for
Perfect.
me.
And I'm Thrythlind, also Luke Green, also known as Thrythlind. I went and put my pen name first for some reason. I'm regressing to college years. Um, and what this situation is, this is the Monster of the Week. This Monster of the Week game. Now, this is based off of Apocalypse World engine, so there are some characteristics to this. Waffles and Spoiled and Krista have both played this before, so but I'm going to explain it right now for the other two. Um, there's some characteristics of this. First of all the rolls are 2d6. There's nothing else. It's always 2d6. You're going to be adding a stat. You can There are buttons on your character sheet you can just push, and it will roll the stat plus the 2d6 plus that stat. It'll ask you if you want to put anything forward, like a zero. Normally, that's going to be 0. Um, as we found out last time, that can get confusing. Uh, in this game, the GM never rolls. I never touch the dice. What I'll do is I'll set up situations like I'll say I'll set up a situation that something bad is about to happen, and I'll ask how you respond to it, and whether you get hit or not, or what the results are, depend on how well you roll. Um, the way you gain experience in this game is primarily you gain experience at the end of sessions, but that's not going to come into play in a one shot. You primarily gain experience by failing rolls. Every time you fail a roll, you mark an experience. If you get 5, you get to pick an improvement. It is possible to level up in the middle of a scenario. In general, I've seen it happen 1 to 2 times. People leveling up 1 to 2 times in a scenario. Just so you know. Now, the way this is going on, all 4 of you have suddenly just sort of appeared in an empty hotel room rather like that one that you see in the Weapon of Choice video with Christopher Walken. It's just empty. Lobby, not the hotel room, it's the lobby. There's the reception desk. There is a bunch of chairs for people to sit in. It's a large hotel room, fancy, well designed, pretty. Nighttime outside, and all four of you you're whatever you were doing before. Suddenly, you're just here and staring at each other. What do you do?
I imagine I was in the middle of praying. So I'm standing. Dogs. Not my dogs. Windows open. Standing in stock still facing a direction. With a hand gesture that looks like one hand that's about navel height facing palm upwards, and the other about clavicle height facing downwards, and just like slowly looking around, because this isn't the sanctuary that I was just in.
Is there anyone besides the four of us? Is there anyone else there?
No, it's
like a bellhop or just not a bellhop, but like an attendant. There's nobody there.
no, just nobody there.
Okay, so Nancy would look around, and she just go, "I guess the spirits thought I needed a vacation." And she'd kind of like hop the desk, that like front desk thing. To start like looking around.
I'm gonna pull out a cigarette, light it, start smoking, look around, and just go, "Who the hell are you people? Why am I here?
Be like, "Hey!"
What's going on? What's your problem, woman?"
And be like, "There's no smoking inside. Follow the fucking rules." And she just start laughing and just like wave it off, and then continue to start looking through shit.
Pretty sure
Probably
you can
let us
smoke in hotels. What year do you think this is?
Like place. I mean, you gotta follow the rules, right? And she'd like take out a cigarette of her own and start like and light it.
Question: are there any no smoking signs?
Okay.
Uh,
Not that you can see, actually. No.
Can I make one
There's
appear?
no sign.
You can give me a weird roll to make one appear. Yes.
As she's just looking at the Necronomicon, looking at these bozos. Necronomicon.
I'm gonna make a no smoking. I'm gonna make a no smoking sign appear.
I gotta lay off the drugs.
Slowly lower my hands, just sort of am taken aback by all these people. Pick up my staff not as like a weapon, but just like holding it one-handed, so that so I don't forget it, and say, "This isn't the far plane, is it?
Well, how's a far plane?
We're not in the faith."
No, dear. It looks like we're in a crappy hotel, and there's no
I'm still
service.
trying to make this.
I don't know if
sign
it's
appear.
crappy. It looks kind of nice.
Okay.
I don't understand. And
No,
is there a
Jackson.
window?
There is a window. Nancy, you were looking through the papers, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and go to your thing and roll. Oh, yeah, you did roll 2d6. Was that?
I did that to make a sign appear.
That's a total of 9. That would have a glitch normally.
Did you add your weird? Oh, did you tell him? Oh, you didn't tell him about the thing that they could do in their character sheet.
Oh, right. You can. There's a button next to the things. I said use magic. If you click next to weird,
I'll show you.
it does that.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. You click it, it'll come up if you ask if you want to add anything to it. And normally you're just going
Damn
to put
it.
normally you're just going to put 0. No, he does. It's not a comparison thing. Basically, you have a glitch. Okay. Now, when you use magic and there was a glitch, and I accidentally closed your character sheet instead of minimizing it, silly me. When you use magic and there's a glitch, you choose what the glitch is, and I choose how it expresses itself in the story. Give me a moment. The glitches are: the effect is weakened, the effect is short duration. You take 1 harm that ignores armor, which I don't think you want to do for a joke. The magic draws immediate unwelcome attention, or it has a problematic side effect.
I'm curious about the problematic side effect.
It's short term. I just wanted to be there to prove a point. Okay. I want to not be there and be like, yeah, motherfucker, there is a smoking sign, a no smoking sign, and then to be gone.
So short duration. Yeah.
Short duration.
Yeah, a no smoking sign appears on the wall very briefly and then goes away. Also, by the way, you can just do the roll 2d6 if you want to. That's fine. I don't care.
Okay, but I was looking through the papers behind the front desk.
So that would be an investigative mystery roll. Whenever you start interacting and you start looking for the way that this works is you tell me what you do, and I decide whether that started a move or not, and then I'll ask you to make a roll. In your case, you're looking for answers, so that's investigative mystery. So you're going to roll plus sharp. So you're going to roll your sharp.
I'm going to be rolling a 2d6 plus sharp?
Yeah, so it would be 2d6 plus 1 in your case.
1. Hopefully this is correct, you guys.
Oh, you don't. If you're going to click the button next to sharp, don't put anything because it'll already add sharp.
We found that out last time.
Ooh, I got a 12.
Yeah. So in this system, anything from 6 downward is a fail. Anything from 7 to 9 is a partial success. Anything from 10 on up is a complete success. If we were experienced enough to have anybody with advanced moves, 12 would be a critical, but we don't have anybody with advanced moves, so that doesn't take into account.
Okay.
Now, if you go to the Google Drive thing that has the playbooks that you were looking through, there is a file that's called Monster of the Week Hunter Reference Sheet that has all the basic moves. And there is a set of questions on investigative mystery that you can ask for. You rolled more than a 10, so you get to ask 2 of the questions. Now, these questions are geared towards the idea of hunting a monster and were written before the idea of dealing with strange phenomena came into being. So we'll have to tweak them a little bit to deal with the fact that this is more a weird situation than a monster. But
okay, but I can ask 2 questions.
Yeah, from that list.
Am I able to confer, or do I just?
You can confer. That's perfectly fine. You can confer with the other players.
Be like, because the first question is what happened here. Can I like that question? But is that too vague? I mean, not too vague, too broad.
It's not too broad. These are they're all rather broad, so they can be mainly applied. I would basically, as the keeper, have to narrow it down based on the situation and what you could possibly get from the information that's on hand. So that's my response. It's my responsibility to narrow it.
Okay, so this is my question for the group then. Should I ask something specific to the situation or like something specific to the room?
I would say, where the fuck are we? But like, just generally, where are we right now?
Okay, so is that cool with Spike and Ash?
It's cool. I'd also recommend asking what.
You got cut off at the end there.
Sorry?
I'm going to guess you're about to say what is being concealed here.
Yeah, what is being concealed here? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with what is being concealed here first.
Okay, so as you're looking through the papers, at first you're kind of dismissing them because they look like they're just basic receipts and reports and all of that. But as you kind of glance further and further at them, that you start noticing very weird weirdly, that every one of the pieces of paper on here, every receipt and all that, is actually filled with like pictographs and arcane language, and every piece of paper in this desk is like a spell.
Oh. Um, Nancy would start laughing, just like it's fucking magic. There's spells or whatever in here. Does anyone else know how to read
great.
magic besides
Magic.
the like? Okay, so
Magic? You mean summon?
Johnny
Aeon?
Bravo.
because he's blonde and whatever. Wait, whatever.
Had to be magic.
We've got magic.
Wait. Does that mean if you all can use magic? I'm sorry. I'm really not familiar with what's going on here. Are you
I don't think any of
summoners
us
or
are here,
are
love.
you? I'm sorry. I don't know who you are. Why do you keep calling me that?
Okay. So we know that it's some type of magic in this book.
Or in this basically every time you go
In this
in the desk right now, you look and every piece of paper in this desk is imprinted with a spell of some kind. And you start looking around the immediate room, and everywhere you can find a loose sheet of paper, it's imprinted with a spell instead of the normal stuff. When you first at first it's like covered with an illusion of being just a normal receipt, but then it's like no, this is a spell.
You've got a
so
bit of
even
a
though
weird
that
look about you. Are you a witch? You kind of have a witchy vibe about you. I know some witches.
no, I'm a receptionist. Thank you very much. So for my second question, I know what happened here. I know what happened here is a better question, but maybe I'm also looking at what can it do.
Is there a bar attached to this lobby?
Oh yes, definitely.
I'm just gonna go over and grab a beer.
Okay.
I shall join him.
I'm gonna
Just shout
ask.
us when you figure it out. We'll be over here at the bar.
Go on.
You do with the
Because
mumbo
I'm
jumbo.
less interested in how we got here. I want to know about. I've seen magic. I'm a witch. I want to know what's going on. So what does it do? Is my second question.
Okay, so what you're guessing at, and this is you know the calling of the points and all that. Where you brought the magic of Manoa into yourself and all that from your previous existence. All these spells here seem to be connected very things to the same spell. It's like a focal point of reality and trying to take control of it to become the one that determines what reality is.
So this spell on here. Do I want to say it to the group? Sure, whatever. So I guess whoever's running this fucking hotel wants to control it somehow. I don't know.
What? They want to control the hotel?
Are we in like a witch hotel? Is this like where witches go on vacation? Have you brought us on your vacation?
Why would I ever want the three of you guys? Maybe the spirits brought us on our vacation. Maybe you guys need to chill the fuck out.
This is hell, it is a vacation. Free beer. I pop one open with my metal hand.
I hate to be a bother, but if there's something that's written on the Roll20, I can't see it because I don't know how to change the size of my little character portraits down here.
Oh, got it. You can go to the gear thing and choose. There's a stuff about the chat avatars that says whether you want it to be regular size or names only. And there's also a magnifying glass that lets you zoom in and out.
Got it. So yeah, I apologize. I'm still noob at this kind.
No problem. Virtual tabletops take a little bit of time to get used to when you haven't done them.
Perfect. Got it.
Chico, obviously we're all brought here for a reason or whatever. So introduce yourselves. How do we get into this Big Brother house?
The name's
Well,
Ash, and I tend to be here not for any reason.
I tend to be.
the name's Spike, and because my life is terrible and terrible things happen to me.
Oh, you too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we got the bromance at the bar. What about you?
I'm looking all the more confused. Can I like glance out the window?
Yes.
There is a window, right? Okay, so what
Yes.
do I see out the window? I will answer. I'm just like glancing out the window.
Give me a quick sharp roll, actually.
Okay. Second. Is it plus anything?
Yes, it's sharp. No plus anything. It's just base sharp.
Okay.
It looks to you, nothing's
Oh
particularly
God.
nothing particular spectacular. I mean, it's a big glass tower in the middle of an open wilderness. To you, that's not extraordinary.
I didn't mean to do that. I was testing something. I'm sorry.
No problem.
You're
That
okay.
happens.
Um,
So Yuna, you don't get anything.
No.
It doesn't look anything special because big glass towers in the middle of wildernesses are normal anywhere you're from.
not intact glass towers. Destroyed ones, yes. When
So that is true. That is kind of extraordinary that you're finding an intact tower here instead of
yeah, when sorry, when what was Shay's character's name again?
Nancy.
Nancy. When Nancy asks Yuna, she does glance out the window, but she is like paying attention to what you're saying, and says, I'm Yuna. I'm on a summoner's quest. I'm on a pilgrimage. I was
So you're like a Mormon or something?
I was in the Sade. I don't know. I was with my guardians, and I don't see them anywhere. They. Oh dear. But you said that you do magic. My friend Lulu, she does magic too. And if you're not
I
a
didn't
summoner,
say that I
then
did magic. I said that the paper said magic. And no, the
Oh.
sun popped out of nowhere.
By the way, where did you put the Necronomicon, Ash?
In my bag,
Okay, so you're
which is behind the chainsaw and the shotgun.
I'm a magician.
so
I
Ash, where's your backpack? Right? Is it on your back?
Yeah.
Your
Everything's.
your
yeah.
backpack is sort of shuddering right now.
Oh. No.
Like, is it like we can all see that it's shuddering?
He
Your
feels
backpack's like waving and shit.
not yet. It gets to that pretty fast. Yes, it starts getting obvious that his backpack is struggling behind him.
I'll reach
Did you bring
behind
a
me
cat
and
with
pull it
you?
out. No.
I think your vibrator is going off.
Well, I pull out. The
I grab my my staff and hold it slightly defensively, and
As a,
so like just holding it defensively.
as
I'm
a,
not a very strong person.
yeah, as a note here, I would say that this is usually the point where I would suggest using the read a bad situation move to at least one person.
Okay.
How
do we do
will.
that? What is that you roll?
That's sharp.
Sharp, great.
I have a 0 on sharp, so somebody more sharp than me should probably do it.
It'll be me, dear.
Everybody can if you want. So Yuna, you're getting one question.
We all should.
Ash
this is
is
part for the
I will
course.
too.
Ash is freaking out.
No.
So okay, Spike, Nancy, and Yuna all get one question. This is
Wait, I thought it was with charm. Everybody rolled with sharp.
Oh no, this is read a bad situation, so you're going to roll with sharp. Yeah.
Sharp. Okay, sorry.
No problem.
It's okay. We're still learning.
Oh, can I keep my sharp?
Because you're learning, you rolled a 7 to start. Your sharp, I believe, is +1. So
Okay.
we'll make it an 8. You still get one question. So
Okay.
let's see here. I'm just going to make a little bit of a point here, that just to be silly. This side of the game gets one question each. This side of the game
Okay.
is freaking out and being a moron. Uh,
Got it.
and
So
this,
everything is normal.
yes,
I will ask though, where I know you gave us the PDF list on Google Drive. What is the name of the one that has all the questions on it?
It's read a bad situation. So it's the far right under protect someone on the first page.
the name of the file is Monster of the Week Hunter's Reference Sheet.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm kind of annoyed with that they started every file with Monster of the Week, so that when it gets shortened, you see they're all named the same.
Yeah.
Good question. Since it's a Necronomicon and I'm a witch, would I be able to read it better than the other two?
I think everybody in this room would be able to read it better than Ash, but yeah.
What?
Ash remarkably can read it. Just shouldn't.
I will ask, what is the best way to protect us? Because it says, what's the best way to protect victims? And I'm guessing we're about to be victims.
I think the best way to protect the victims is probably to put a magical seal around it. At the very least, it will delay whatever it is doing and reacting with.
I'm going to ask. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
That book is a major source of really malevolent energy. There's stuff in that book to block malevolence, but mostly that book is just sheer malevolence.
I immediately just moved toward Ash, and I'm just like, where did you get that from?
Cabin in the Woods. Dr. Nobi. Idiot made a recording of an enchantment.
Okay, just like Yuna, you're the one that asked how to. Did you the one that asked how to protect the victims, or is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
No, that was Yuna.
Okay, so Nancy, do you have a particular question from the Read a Bad Sits?
What are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Okay,
or is there something about it that we haven't noticed?
Right. So while the book is doing the shaking and all of that, also you're noticing all the different pieces of paper around the hotel lobby are starting to rise up in the air. So whatever's the book is reacting with whatever spells are all around this hotel.
I would like to ask, what is the best way I can leave these people to die?
Wow. So chivalrous.
So what's
the best way out?
What's the best way out?
Yeah.
Let's see. Probably the best way out is to head upstairs. Going for a stairwell will probably at least get you out of the immediate epicenter.
Okay, I bail.
I would like to point out how wrong that is, but go on.
I don't care if he's bailing. I'm gonna oh god.
So you get a +1 whenever you act on the information you get from Read a Bad Situation, which means Yuna is going to get a +1 to try to put a border around the book, or cast a summon to seal the book.
Okay.
Nancy will get a +1 for dealing with how the hotel spells are reacting to it, and Spike gets a +1 for getting the hell out of Dodge.
Okay. Can I use? I'd like to use Third Eye on the book to see if I can get any extra information.
Okay, give me a moment to see what that would be. Third Eye. Oh, yeah, you can definitely do that. Yeah, and you can see invisible things. Okay, so what is the extra question you want to? Go ahead, roll your sharp real quick.
Okay.
And this is involving reacting with hotel spells, so that'll go with your +1. So give me yeah. You get 2 questions. You get 3 questions because you're using your third eye.
Okay.
And go ahead and think about what those questions are. I'm going to have Spike running Act Under Pressure to get out. You're going to get +1 to your cool. So 7. It's a hard choice. Okay. So you can get upstairs quickly and out of the epicenter, but in doing so, you're going to get kind of a little bit slashed by the bits of magical paper that are there, so you might take 1 harm. Or you can take your time and you'll have to make another roll next time. But you won't take any harm this time.
I'll take the harm.
Okay, so Spike is now upstairs.
Go on. Oh, I was going to say, with my helping hand ability, since Spike left the room, between me and Nancy, because like the book is strapped to Ash's back, right? Like it's in a backpack.
Yeah.
I took it out. I'm holding it like gripped in the gauntlet hand.
Yeah, it's shuddering and shaking and trying to get out of his hand.
And question, are the bits of spell paper like flying towards him, or are they flying towards us?
The bits of spell paper are sort of circling around in a whirlwind around you guys.
Oh, can I just have
You
a quick
cut
question?
out. You cut out. I didn't hear you.
It's like a whirlwind. Think about like a wind, a paper NATO.
Okay. I cast. Yeah, it is. I cast like a shell barrier around Nancy and I, to like keep anything from hitting us. Like I'm like there's not a whole lot I can do for Ash because he seems like he has a grip on it literally. So
that makes sense. So go ahead and roll your plus weird because this is used magic. You're going to get a +1 because you're reacting with the sealing away the power. I will say that, even
13.
though you have to. Okay, so this does exactly what you want. Yes, Spike, you take no damage because I only did 1 harm. It reduces to 0. It just hurts.
And I think while this is happening, I have my 3 questions. The first question being, is it a threat to us? Like, yes, I see the paper going. And I know it's a threat. Listen to the logic in this. Because again, I am a witch. I want to know if it's like, if there is something in there that's going to hurt us, or are we literally just freaking out over nothing?
I'm going to call that what sort of creature, or what can it do, that kind of thing. Okay, so opening your third eye and looking at the book and the papers all about. Okay, the book is like an extension of a vast eldritch horror that is struggling to break free of the pages and reaching out to try to grab the strands of the webs that are that are being set up in this hotel. Yeah. The hotel it's like a web. You're now seeing like webs of strands here and there all over the place between all the different papers. Somebody has been very intricately and for a long time setting up a spell in this paper, in this hotel, to try to control a vast amount of entity. And the idiot with the book has just brought probably one of the worst things you can ever imagine into connection with it.
Okay. Second.
And here I am, banging the book on the table, pouring alcohol on it,
trying
to get
it. Stop! Oh my God! Please stop and don't be an idiot. Just stop it. My second question. Oh my God! I know. My second question being, oh God, help you guys. What would be a good second question that you guys we should know?
How do you destroy the Necronomicon?
I don't want to destroy it. Not as a witch. I don't want to destroy it.
What can hurt it, or what can hurt it?
What can immobilize it?
That can also be
What can calm it down? What can immobilize it?
That will fall under what can hurt it as well. That's fine. There's probably a spell in that book, because while that book is a piece of an eldritch entity, people who are enemies of it have written into it other spells to keep it contained, and the book itself is a way to contain the thing. The book is kind of a prison, so there are spells in that book that will seal it down harder to make it.
And him pissing off this book
is not helping.
You pissing off this book is not going to help it.
You can't
now
hurt the book.
Yes, you can. I'm sorry, we can't hurt the book. It's shaking right now. Do you want to explain that?
I threw this thing in a fireplace. You can't hurt this book.
Maybe you should apologize to it.
No. With how much shit this thing's put me into? No.
Maybe have you ever apologized to it?
Nancy, do you want to hold your third question for later? You can do that.
You just get the oddest look from me. It's like, what, this? No, you don't apologize to this book. I slam it on the table a few more times.
Pissed off at you then.
No, it's pissed off at everybody. It'll eat you. It'll eat her. It'll seek out that blonde dude.
Should I hold my third question? Or is there something really pressing you guys think we should know?
Not at the moment, no. Though, just like, well, yeah. Is the paper gonna hurt us if I bring down this barrier?
I feel like it still will. I'll hold on to the question. I want to use.
Before you do that, I'm going to go up to what Spike is running into upstairs.
Okay.
But I will note that when Yuna casts the spell and basically I can't remember the name of I think it's the shell spell from Final Fantasy, right?
Shell.
Yeah, so yes. Yuna and Nancy now both have shells on them. They are basically insulated from the magical chaos going on. They can still affect things. Nancy, since you have a third eye open, what you're seeing is that Yuna has called down spirits that are creating that shell. There are active spirits all over around the two of you that are creating that spell. Yuna is some kind of priestess.
Okay, I look at her
and
I'm
if
like,
you would like to know what they look like.
Fucking insane. You guys can see what I'm seeing right now.
Have you ever played Final Fantasy X, by the way, Shay?
Final Fantasy VII.
Okay, let me show you what the things look like.
Okay, show me.
Like let's see, somebody was nice enough to make gifts. Basically, they are.
If you could put a link into the Roll20 as well, I can link it and show it on the recording.
Oh, perfect. Oops, did it? Oops, right. That's the wrong button. Fireflies. They are souls of the departed that need to be sent to the far plane and are currently aiding me.
You guys can see what I'm seeing right now. As I think that this chick's
fucking nuts.
Do you
just bring the souls of the dead near the Necronomicon?
From another plane of existence.
We're in a barrier. We're in a barrier.
You probably. I don't think they actively said that. I'm about to go to Spike, but just if Ash did, the souls of the dead dealing with the Necronomicon aren't actually the souls of the dead. They're banished entities. But anyway, on to Spike. Spike, you rushed upstairs. You're upstairs. You're a bit clear of the immediate ground zero effect of whatever's going on with that book and the spells around this hotel. But what are you doing now that you're upstairs?
Is it like a staircase where I could sit at the top of the stairs and watch them as they just try and deal with this problem?
Yeah, you can go ahead and go up and maybe there's a balcony about 3 stories up and just watch them from there. Yeah, you can do that.
I'll probably just sit and watch them for a couple of minutes, see if they can sort it out. Is there any like rooms I can just check in as I wander by?
Give me an investigate. So roll sharp, please.
That was a terrible idea. Should have just sat down, just smoked, and drink the bottle of whiskey I brought with me.
Okay.
Rolled a 4.
Yeah,
Wait, so Spike just went upstairs and started drinking whiskey, basically?
pretty much. And watching
And looking around.
and kind of looking around, poking indoors. As you're walking by the elevator, there's a ding, and a man comes out.
Oh God.
In kind of a hoodie with a bunch of buttons.
Hey.
Hey.
It's like, oh, hello there. And he kind of smiles, gives you a quick smile, and looks you up and down. I wasn't expecting visitors.
Do you get teleported to this hellhole as well?
I had to work rather harder to get here than that.
Wait, is it your dumb fault that we're here?
I wouldn't say it's my particular intention for you to be here. So I think something else was interfering a little bit.
Can you help us get out of here? Or are you some kind of like demon asshole that's gonna just try and eat our souls for no apparent reason other than to just be a dick?
Ooh, decisions. Can I say yes to both?
I mean, could you start with their souls? I mean, they seem more distracted than me. And I could, I don't actually have a soul, so,
I always think it's funny when you lesser spirits think you don't have souls.
I'm pretty sure I don't have a soul. I mean,
Not by
for a mate
human,
who's got a soul, but
not by human definition perhaps, but you definitely have a essence that is useful.
okay, so creepy dude wants to eat our souls. I'm gonna jump over the balcony and go back to the people so that they
Come back to the chaos.
so just in case that if I'm with a group of people, he might eat their souls first. And then do I need to roll to jump over the balcony?
Yeah, I'm going to call that act under pressure again. Roll cool. That's
Nice.
you are going to. You're probably going to. You can come down looking cool and everything, and take one reduced to 0 harm. It would hurt a lot. Do the hero landing. Or
I'll do the hero landing, twist my ankle, and then just kind of grab onto it and just make the.
Okay, well, meanwhile, while we're dealing with this, we've got fucking Captain America over here trying to show off.
I just pull out my shotgun and shoot the guy in the hood.
Can you?
Okay.
Which guy?
You haven't
There's
seen
a
him
guy
yet.
upstairs in a hood who wants to eat our souls. So can you just finish clearing up this whole library mess? I fucking hate libraries.
Okay, so
But I wanted.
you point up to where the guy was with the soul, where you're talking about eating your souls, and he's not there.
Okay, he was there a minute ago. Guy in a hood was like, "Oh, hello everybody, welcome to my evil plan. I'm going to eat your
Well,
souls."
you know what? He's not invisible, and I can see invisible things like these things surrounding us that you can't see, and I can't see him. So maybe you're just fucking crazy.
And,
Well, that's probably true. But right now, that's got nothing to do with the crazy guy that's going to eat us
Okay,
or our
is there
souls. I don't
paper
have a
still
soul.
floating around?
yes, papers are still floating around. The book is still trying to react. I think the book has, like you said, you discovered the book has spells that could help seal it down.
Okay. If okay, this is just a plan. Ash, can you stop assaulting the book and maybe look to see if there's something that can deal with that? And I would like to use my my force wind to blow these papers out of here and out around it.
Okay.
I'd love to, but this is half not me. The book is actively
Can you
trying
take the
to fly
half that
away.
is you and do it? Can you take the half that is you and do it?
Sure, if you want this thing to fly away.
You know, just like throw it in a fire or something.
I did that
No.
once. It didn't work.
Well, you guys deal with the Necronomicon. I'm going to deal with the papers.
Well,
so I want to use my force wind.
Okay. And you know what do
That is
you
a
want
wrong
to
idea.
what do you want to do?
I was going to ask if is the paper floating around because of magic or because of souls?
Because of magic, not souls.
Okay. Okay, then I can't do anything for that. However, like because I have the barrier around me and Nancy has one around her, I very carefully step a little closer to Ash. Like not a lot, but a little closer to Ash. I think I might have a kind of fire you haven't tried before.
I will.
If you can destroy this thing,
No, we're not destroying the Necronomicon. We're not destroying it.
How do you know?
That is a
How do you
wrong
know?
answer.
One out of character. How do you know it's the Necronomicon?
Necronomicon is the name of something that would be in the
It's like a
crafting-
grimoire.
Yeah, they would.
Yes.
The Lovecraft exists in the craft world, so they might use the term
So
Necronomicon.
I would
okay.
say instead of saying Necronomicon, I'd probably be saying grimoire. So let me correct myself. You're not destroying the grimoire.
I
we are
vote
destroying the
doing to
Necronomicon
him?
Ex Mortis. Yes, we are.
The
Is
Necronomicon.
that 3-1 for destroying it then? Can we just destroy it? Just use your
Oh
I-
my god.
fire it away.
I summon
You
Ifrit.
can.
You're going to summon Ifrit. Okay, so let me get a
What
list.
about my summon first?
Okay, you're dealing with. Okay, so this is kind of happening simultaneously. Nancy's looking away and dealing with the papers and trying to settle the spell around the book, around the hotel, to force it away from whatever's in the book. Yuna's trying to summon Ifrit on the book. What is Spike doing?
I'm going to get another bottle of whiskey.
Okay, Spike.
If the plan has changed to destroy this book, I'm not dealing with the papers. I'm going to protect that book.
Okay.
You want it? You want the book? I'll gladly give you the book. You can have the book.
Okay.
Okay, but what's going to happen? She's going to probably summon Ifrit while you're doing with the paper simultaneously. Then there might be a thing about dealing with the book.
Okay.
And Ash.
So I'll deal with the papers right
Okay,
now.
Ash, what are you doing right now? This is before she's mentioned she wants the book. Actually, she probably has mentioned she wants the book. What are you doing right now?
Does this bar have one of those like sealed ice chests?
Yes, it does.
I throw the book in there and lock the damn thing.
Okay. So
Wait, are you going for fire or ice? Because I said I will give you fire like you've never had fire before.
well, at least he can.
You can light this entire chest on fire for all I care.
Okay. Yeah.
You can make it into a song.
Yeah. Okay. So okay, this is what I need. We're going to start with Nancy doing weird.
Okay. Oh, of course.
To put a force between the hotel spell and the book to isolate the book. That is going to have a
And that was
glitch.
with a +2.
Yeah, that is going to have. Did you have the +1 for having? No, that's a 10. Because you did the bad situation earlier. You know the book is reacting with hotel spells, so you have a +1 to anything to dealing with shutting the book off from the hotel spells. So you actually have a complete success. You are, at least for now, something has to deliberately take down the spell, but you have created a wall of force, magical arcane force between the web of spells around the hotel and the what is in the book. So the book can't get to the hotel yet. So, but anyway, so you are successful. Yuna, go ahead and give me a weird roll for summoning Ifrit. You don't get a plus on this because you don't have a direct thing about knowing that you haven't done a really bad situation that relates to this yet.
But this isn't helping friends?
Oh, that would be help out. So you aren't
I don't think
directly.
we're friends yet.
Yeah, but you aren't direct. You
Well,
aren't.
it's helping hand.
Yeah, helping hand would be if you're helping somebody else do an action. You aren't. Right now, you're summoning Ifrit. Afterwards,
Okay.
yeah, that will have a glitch. But let me see what you have.
Really?
Oh
It's
wait.
one below.
Oh no. You have
I was
Mystic.
gonna say,
You have Mystic. Um,
yes.
So you did the shell earlier, so that was a successful spell, so you get another +1. So that's actually a 10. There, okay. So she does something, and suddenly behind her, there's this maybe. Ifrit in Final Fantasy X is about 12.
It's like 12 foot tall.
There, yeah.
In the lobby of a hotel room,
It's probably broken through the ground in like the most spectacular way, and looks like the devil himself is coming out of the ground. And this like sweet lady just fucking summoned it. No, I told you I'm a
because
summoner.
you're doing demon shit right now. Let's just be real. Are we all in agreement that this is some demon shit?
And I just like put a hand on Ifrit's
Blondie,
shoulder and
Indiana
it
Jones.
roars.
This is some demon shit, right?
Yeah.
No, this is my summon, my Aeon.
Spike, it's worse than a witch. She's a priestess. She reeks of holy.
And this thing that looks like it's evil would also be holy.
It still looks like a demon to me.
Yeah. Ash, roll act under pressure for cool, and this will be hilarious.
What do I roll to find whiskey?
Give me read a bad situation, Spike. So, good. Here's the thing, Ash. You are going to have you're going to either successfully get it closed in the chest, but you're going to be having to hold the lid down, or you get it at least put in the chest for a brief moment, but it's going to break free in a little bit.
I'll hold the chest down because I know what this thing will do if it gets out in the open.
If you wanted to use ice, I could have called for Shiva.
How?
She's just summoning demons. Is that like a thing that you guys are okay
They're
with?
not demons.
Actually,
they're
Nancy,
Aeons.
Not the weirdest thing I've seen.
Nancy, your third eye is open. Your third eye is open, Nancy. That's not it's necessarily a demon. It's basically the coalesced and cooperative souls of human beings.
It is technically somebody who intentionally gave their life to have their soul ripped from their living body and turned into this thing at the call of a summoner.
Yeah.
So he's your slave.
No.
This is, you might perceive it that way, Nancy. Yeah, the way Yuna definitely perceives it is this is someone who gave their lives to a calling.
So
yeah,
like a
I can't. Well, it's like the people who did this were not forced to do it. They thought that this would save the world.
So like a suicide bomber.
Right, pretty much.
That's a little. I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah,
okay.
It's ritualistic suicide to become a monster.
This thing is happening. What is it? How does he know how to deal with grimoires? Is that why you brought him here? Like, what's our plan here?
Okay.
What the fuck is a grimoire?
I just ask Ash. I can try and destroy it with Ifrit's help, and then I turn to Ifrit and say, "Will you lend me your strength?" And the giant thing gives like a bow with these massive horns on its head, and goes over to try and crush this ice box that you've got.
Oh. Everything wrong is happening at once. Oh, this is...
Okay. So, before I have... actually, go ahead and roll... You're going to... Ash, again, this is probably... I don't know this is how successful this will be at... It probably won't destroy the Necronomicon, but it might shock it into dormancy again. But you're the one that knows about it. She's doing helping hand. So what I want you to do is roll protect others for tough. And I believe you have I know my enemy. So you're going to get a +1 to this.
So I get +2?
If you succeed on yours, he gets another +2. So if you succeed on yours, he gets a +3 total. And you might be able to force the book into dormancy.
What can I do to fuck this up?
Why would you do?
Oh, God.
Yeah, what can I do to fuck this up? Because I don't want this.
So it's going to be a 9. It is going to be a 9. Okay, Nancy. What you can do is do a little working of spell that's kind of subtle that will keep the book definitely from being destroyed.
What is necromantic? What is necromantic? Can I do that?
It basically means you have a touch of being able to do the death magic. It's a thing you add into your combat spells, but I'll let you use it in your use magic. What I'll let you do is
touch of the death.
Yeah, I'll let you, especially since this is dealing with dead demons. I'll let you roll a use magic to very subtly alter what's going to happen, so that they think they have crushed it or ended it or whatever, but you've just really let it go into dormancy and locked it in a way that you can unlock later yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna fail this roll probably. I'll do it.
I got a 15. What does she have to beat? No, what does she have to beat?
A 9.
Yeah,
I have to beat a 9, right?
Yeah, you have to beat at a 7 to 9. There's going to be a glitch of some time. She doesn't. This system that's always 7 to 9 is it's not competitive. It's not really designed with players. If she gets to 7 to 9, there'll be a glitch of some point. There'll be a downside. If she gets a total of 10, she succeeds. You guys are probably not going to be able to destroy it just with the free anyway. It's going to go to dormancy. But if she
I didn't want to.
Yeah. So if she's got a partial success. She's going.
And I also want to do. Oh God, does it count if I use could have been worse?
Could have been worse would be for if it failed, but what?
If it failed, okay, perfect. I'm good with 8.
Okay, so you have a glitch. What's going to happen is Ashley is also going to have. First of all, I'm going to deal with that, and then we're going to deal with your glitch, and then I'm going to deal with what's happening with Spike and his failed roll.
Oh God, Spike is drunk.
No, okay, sorry.
What happened to Spike?
Okay. Actually, yeah, let's go deal with Spike while. So what's gonna actually? Okay, let me get confused here. Unconfused here. Ash.
Spike first.
Yeah, Spike first, then Ash, who is getting the up to a +2 from Yuna's helping hand, with the Ifrit helping him. Basically, I'll describe that in a moment, and then Nancy. But Spike. As you're looking for the whiskey, you find a bottle, you start to take a drink of it, and then you see a swarm of little glass spiders just come up over you.
Oh no.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Oh no.
So
I start throwing them off me at Nancy.
Can you what?
Start throwing them off.
Yeah, you can start.
me?
You can start throwing them off towards Nancy if you want. And what I will ask you to do is roll a kick some ass, because you're in a situation where you're almost now. Kick some ass is what is regarded as the fighting move, but you generally only roll it if it is very likely that both sides will take damage. So even the total success the person takes some damage.
You're about to get fucked by a witch. I hope you know that.
Yeah. So if you're in a situation where there's absolutely no risk to you when fighting something, you just do damage. In this case, they're already attacking you, so I'm asking you to roll kick some ass because you didn't see them coming. You didn't have a chance to do something else. And that's going to be rolling your tough, I believe. Actually, it's your weird because you have unholy strength.
I rolled already. I rolled
Yeah.
a 9.
Okay, so on a 9, you exchange things, and I'll let you definitely throw some of them over towards where Nancy is. It's going to be enough that she is at least going to see some of them. You are going to take, it's going to be 2 harm, but it's going to reduce to 1 from this swarm of spiders. You are smashing at some of them, though, so the swarm is down some harm as well.
I didn't lose my bottle of whiskey, did I?
No, you still have the bottle of whiskey. You're taking drinks between smashing things.
That's about right. Well, there's crazy glass spider things, everybody. So, when you're done with the book thing, we can deal with the spider thing, and then the guy in the cape thing, and then we can deal with the getting out of here alive thing.
Yeah. Oh, you kind of. By the way, okay, Ash. Let's go to Ash. We'll deal with that in a little bit. Ash. Oh, actually, no. You're hitting it with the. You're an intimate, so I'll let you use your teeth damage. So they actually have 3 out of. No, you've almost destroyed them. Your teeth do 4 harm, don't they?
Yeah.
Is he eating glass? That's great.
Oh, it's 9.
Okay, Ash. This Ifrit spirit sort of kind of overlaps you. For a moment, it feels really freaky, but also it doesn't feel hostile at all. This is completely different from any other spirit you've ever dealt with. This one doesn't feel like it wants to kill every living thing. More like it wants to help. And with its strength, you're able to crush it down a little bit better. It is still going to be, you're feeling the book being forced back to sleep.
Go to sleep, don't sell my soul, become one with whatever you are.
From Ash's perspective, he's basically got this in a choker, in a sleeper hold, and it's going.
So what is Ifrit doing then?
Ifrit is infusing him with extra strength.
Oh, I'm not like. I thought I was helping.
You are.
It to like.
You are helping out. Would be helping his ability. So I kind of pictured it as a freak kind of helping out and adding the different kind of a fusion type thing. I'm playing fast and loose here. Sorry.
Okay. No, it's okay. I'm trying to visualize how Ifrit is helping.
Imagine basically, yeah. Imagine sort of a fusion dance type thing with Ifrit kind of overlapping with Ash and them kind of crushing this ice box into a little cube. The ice box is sort of vanishing. It's going to be just left with the Necronomicon, but the Necronomicon is going back to sleep. Okay. However, it is going to be a hard choice because you didn't quite get a 10. So Ash. You are. Here's what I'm going to say. You can get it sealed. You can either get burned a little by Ifrit's power because it's still a little bit more than human, or you can be knocked on. You can be extremely exhausted after this is done and miss out on a turn or so.
I'll be exhausted because I know exactly how much damage this thing could do if it's let loose.
Okay, so it is crushed down into the ice chest itself vanishes, and it's just left with the book. And Yuna, to you and Ifrit and Ash, the book is turned back into an inert. It doesn't look like it is active. you can kind of still feel a low menace. You think it will take a lot more. This thing is reminding you a lot of Sin. It's going to take more than just one summon to break it, but it is forced into dormancy for now. It was kind of trying to break out of dormant. It was kind of undormant, but it's kind of broken down now. And Nancy.
Ken.
Hi.
Hi. I'm sorry, Yuna. I'm trying to get to
So
everybody.
for point of clarification, so like Ash has like collapsed because he's exhausted. Ifrit is like standing over this thing on all fours, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Okay, Nancy, you got a glitch. So the what you were doing was you were putting in a little key so you can open this grimoire easier for yourself. You have a glitch to choose. It can be a weakened effect, and I get to describe exactly how the glitch manifests. It can be a weakened effect, a short duration, you take some damage, immediate unwelcome attention, or a problematic side effect.
Or what was the last one?
Problematic side effect. Nancy is very familiar with problematic side effects. The last act of the craft was essentially a problematic side effect.
Yeah. I will take the problematic side effect.
Okay. So, Nancy, you kind of feel a shuddering as something cold enters you. You kind of reminds you of when you took in the power of Mimnon, and nobody else notices it, but there's this brief moment where there's a flash, and your eyes kind of flash a little bit arcane energy, and you hear a whispering in the back of your kind of a low, wordless whispering, murmuring in the back of your head. You've kind of basically wired yourself into the entity of the book.
Feels like a Friday night. Now that that's dealt with, and I think I used my wind to at least like deal with these pages. Can I go around and start collecting the pages?
Yes, you can. Yeah, there is a
spider.
There's a swarm of spiders attacking the blonde guy who is kind of developed some really nasty teeth and is tearing them to pieces. As you look, as you guys are looking, there's not many of these spiders left, but they are kind of trying to tear into him. He looks like he's taking a little bit of damage.
Okay, I'll use my force wind again to like knock the rest of them against the wall.
Okay. Go on.
I will continue to try and destroy them.
I was going to say, while they're doing that, because
I think that's the easiest thing for me to do. Got a 9.
Okay, and
I was going to say, because the book kind of reminds me of Sin, I would imagine it reminds Ifrit of it as well. Can Ifrit just like sink its teeth into it and do that dog thing where it just shakes it violently and hopefully gets set on fire as it's doing it?
Okay, if you're gonna do that, then I'm gonna fuck up Ifrit. So
I mean, it's a summon. It's like it does that. It disappears.
We're gonna kill ourselves.
I will let.
I mean,
I will let you have.
I don't see a witch being okay with somebody fucking up a grimoire.
If I can say
it's
this,
gonna suck, but I got other ones.
Yeah, I'm going to imagine this. What is going to happen is Spike's going to deal with the rest of the. And at 12, I'm going to assume I'm going to wonder if you're going to take the take less harm option. Spike, so you take 0 total.
Cool.
And you're going to finish. Yeah, you're going to finish off the spiders. Nancy's going to start to do the spiders, do the force on the spiders, and notice the Ifrit, and wave across. And while Ifrit's basic immediate purpose it's a summon, it's kind of a short duration thing anyway. Nancy's force is going to pop it out of existence. You'll be a while before you can summon Ifrit again because it has to reset. If I don't.
Yeah.
But But
Does
yeah,
it do any damage at all to the Necronomicon?
there are some briefly appearing like teeth
Teeth
marks,
marks?
but then it kind of heals itself.
I will mention I never actually watched The Evil Dead.
Um,
I saw the new
So-
one. I didn't see the old one.
I know Ash has a chainsaw for a hand and cannot say the magic words to save his life or anyone else's life. Other than that, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
I know the Evil Dead fairly well.
Yeah.
And the fact you keep calling it a grimoire and that you want to save it pisses Ash off so badly.
Okay, so
Well, that's what Necronomicon is. It's a grimoire. But she wouldn't know what Necronomicon is.
This one's the devil.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, she definitely would want to say that.
yeah,
It's Nancy.
Yuna turns to look at Nancy and like points at where Ifrit was with her staff and says, "What did you do? What
As
are
you-
you doing?"
as you guys are starting to have this little conversation, there is this sound of like casual clapping, and you kind of look up and see the same hoodie guy that Spike was talking about before, kind of casually sitting on the one of the railings of the floor right above this one. And it's like, well, that was an interesting display. And he kind of walks over to where he starting to walk over to where the grimoire is and picks it up and juggles it between his hands. This is
I just fire at him with my shotgun. It's a dark.
You beat me to it. I was like, "Fuck this dude." I want to assist in that. I will use my powers to assist in that.
Okay, so we got a tough. We got to kick some ass. We got a help out. Anybody else doing anything?
Yeah, I am a little annoyed at what happened with Ifrit, but I give Nancy a very cold shoulder, or not cold shoulder, but cold stare, and I summon Shiva.
Cold stare feels like a warm hug.
Yeah.
Right back at you, sister.
Yeah. Have the original Ice Queen, and I'm gonna summon Shiva.
So wait, really quick. Do I roll with what do I roll with weird?
You can do two things. You can help out, or you can do an attack yourself. If you do attack yourself, you're going to add on extra damage, but you put you at risk, probably due to backlash. But if you help out, you're going to add on to making Ash's roll better. If you do a weird yourself, then you are doing your own attack. Which
I'm asking this to Waffles, not for Ash. Do you want assistance?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like some assistance.
So I'm gonna do. Okay. So I'm rolling weird or tough?
If for help out, you roll cool. Unfortunately.
Cool. I'm a -1 cool. I probably should.
What do I roll for summons again?
It's weird.
Okay, I'll help out, but it's really bad.
It's
Okay.
weird.
It's weird.
1. I got an 8.
And this is to protect, because this guy said he was Spike said this guy was coming to kill us, so I am trying to protect us by summoning Shiva.
Okay, so you're going to be rolling protect other. That's usually tough. So I'm going to have, but you're doing.
So I got an 8 with an assist.
But you're doing it as a use magic, so the summon is going to be doing the protecting.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and give me a use magic roll, which is weird. Spike, what are you doing? There's this guy. He's kind of come down and juggling this evil book.
Probably still drinking.
Is that +2?
It is +2 because it's your weird. Spike, what are you doing at the same time?
I'm debating between lighting a cigarette and helping out.
You could try to snatch the book from his hands while they're smashing into him.
No, I don't care about the book.
Spike cares. Yeah, I don't think Spike cares about the book. I'd probably do that. I'd probably try to, I've assisted and I assisted with an 8, by the way.
I also have an 8 to assist.
I would go for the book.
I think.
Go on.
I was going to say, I think after Ash shoots at him, then I might, go over and just be like trying to murder this person.
So
Yes. Yes, I'll go for the trying to murder this person.
so
Doesn't
you're
hurt me, does it?
no, you're gonna roll kick some ass. You're gonna come up behind him while he's distracted. I'll just let you do, depending on the rolls of everybody else. Actually, well, if
Good roll.
you rolling that, I'll let that be a. I was gonna. Okay. Typically, you don't roll to attack when you aren't at risk. But I'll let you do this because it's cool. Yeah. Usually I would just say you do damage. I like rolling dice myself, so I prefer. I don't like that bit where you just do damage. I like rolling dice. It's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we got here, Ash, you are getting helped by this blast of energy. Was it your necromantic or just basic normal stuff, Nancy?
Oh, what's my necromantic?
Are you doing necromantic magic at him, or are you doing force?
Like, which is a +1 harmful.
Force gives
+1 harm.
Well, you're not you're helping out, so your effect isn't your damage isn't going to apply because you're helping out.
And if they I want, as he's shooting, I want to throw him against something hopefully that's struck.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is Ash gets up to a full success, and I'm going to add on your forceful trait to his blow.
Is there deer heads in this hotel, impaled on the antlers? You said you wanted to stab him with something.
I was thinking more sharp edge, just because I kind of want to keep him alive enough to just tell us what's going on.
Since I've got World of Darkness, Weaver Spirits, the Dark Tower, Randall Flag, the Necronomicon, and everything else, I think I'll add goat skulls from Dread to the wall.
Okay, I Dread from the Alpha series.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, goat skulls.
Yeah. So you're going to be throwing
and then kill him.
Randall Flag onto a goat skull, one of this line of goat skulls that we now have noticed are on the wall. Just after Spike takes a chunk out of him.
And fuck this dude up.
Because it's Shiva and I had an assist, which because Nancy was also doing an assist. Can I just freeze him to the wall?
Yes, I'll let you do that too. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you're using the shotgun. Yep, 3 harm close.
And as this is going on, Nancy is just sitting there and she's looks at Spike and says, if that guy had a twin brother.
What?
Give me a moment.
This is if this is his twin brother or something. The wrong guy. We fucked up the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Ash, you have full success on this. Do you want what option do you want from the full success on kick some ass?
The full is a 10+?
Yeah, the 10+. Nobody here has advance, so.
Okay.
I keep saying that it makes me wish I had gone ahead with my idea to put in 6 advances so that you guys would all be experienced as well, but it adds an extra layer of complication. So
that's fine.
Let's inflict terrible harm, because this is this is a pretty big gauge.
So you're doing 4 harm and stabbing him against the wall and freezing him to it. So Randall, and also Spike takes out 4 harm as well. Oh, wow.
Well, okay then.
He's pretty harmed.
He's pretty what?
He's pretty
Harmed?
harmed. This is a lot of
He's
harm.
pretty hung.
Yeah, I
Not
thought you said he's
catchphrase.
pretty hot. I'm like,
David.
I don't remember if Spike is bisexual or not. It's been a long time since I watched Buffy the Vampire.
To be honest, I've kind of questioned about that because demons are non-human spirits inhabiting corpses anyway. So why would they?
That's
be
a good point.
um. So
I'm
Spike.
sure there's a lot of like Angel Spike fan fiction out there that you can imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they were the best.
Oh God, yeah, no, I can imagine a lot of fan fiction.
Yeah, Spike.
Like full. Go ahead.
Spike, when your answer to your question of how does he taste, he tastes like at one point in time he may have been human. Maybe. But it is foul. Probably one of the foulest things you've ever tasted. This is a level of unholy and abomination that even makes the demon in you, the demon that you are, retch and feel horrid.
Dirty.
Then I
And
try
I'm
and wash my
looking
mouth out with whiskey.
And I look at him, and I see you make
try
the
and find a
face,
cigarette.
and I'm just like to Spike, like, how does he taste?
Like, imagine like eating shit and then times that by 1,000.
Wait,
that's how he
vampire, super cool.
All right.
Thank you. I am super cool.
So I will ask, is Shiva still here, or is Shiva like done the one thing and then disappeared because it was a help?
I'm gonna go ahead. We'll say Shiva's kind of still around. We'll say you did it with weird, and I'll say it's still around because it was a summon.
Okay.
Okay.
There is a nearly naked ice woman standing right next to me.
Another demon. Well, I know it's not a demon at this point. I'm just calling it demons to piss you off. So I'm just like, oh, it's another demon. So we've got a demon, we've got whatever you are, we've got a vampire, and we've got Walker, Texas douchebag over there with the Necronomicon. So what do we do? You know what? And I start, from what I started to do, to gather the pages that I have thrown around. And I'm like, so why don't, instead of staying in this one place, how about we start? What was that?
Oh, well. And Randall Flagg is kind of laughing where he's frozen up. It's like, I may have underestimated you lot. I'm used to dealing with, well, to be honest, I'm used to dealing with something more like that one there. And he kind of inclines his head towards Ash. Usually not so much in the way of significant supernatural, like significant power. And he kind of glances at the other three.
As he's doing that, I click out the metal gauntlet, and I click in the chainsaw, which miraculously turns on in one pull, and stays revved.
You just see Yuna do it. You see Yuna do a double take, and like, where did you get that Albed Machina?
I go, what the fuck are you talking about? As I walk over to Flag and I just start cutting off limbs.
Okay.
And I'm like, wait. Why are we? Obviously, he knows why we're here. Why are we here? Did you bring us here?
Okay, so Shay, give me a quick charm roll to manipulate other on Ashley.
Sure.
Yeah, that's like a little horrific for Yuna.
This is how Ash deals with evil douchebags.
My shirt like off my shoulder and I'm just like, hey.
I definitely think
marry evil incarnate to save the world.
So this is interesting. I've never actually had a hunter manipulate another hunter before. So she's asking you to hold back and not cut this guy up because she wants to ask him questions yet. If you do what they ask, if you hold off, you gain experience and get +1 forward on your next roll.
I just want to ask a question. We don't know why we're here, and obviously he knows something. fucking ask the question. And if he doesn't answer the question, feel free, chop him up. I don't fucking care.
You think that just asking questions is going to make him reveal his entire plan?
His head?
Can I tell if he is like a spirit, like if he's an actual living person, or if he's not?
I'm guessing this is before that it was discovered that the church was full of undead entities, right?
Wait, what?
What?
Yuna, this
Oh,
is...
you mean in the game?
Oh, well, I was like,
Yeah.
when did this happen?
Yeah. This is after the adventure, and like this is in between game 1 and game 2, where she has all the summons. Oh no, because the summons disappeared. No, this is before no, she doesn't know that.
Okay.
She doesn't know that, because otherwise she wouldn't have summons.
Right.
Because they disappeared at the end of the first game.
Right.
No, she doesn't know that.
Okay, so this flag is sort of similar. It's not like he ever died. He's not a dead soul, but he has slowly. You can feel the remnants of a sliver of a human soul in his core. Actually, go ahead. Give me investigate. Give me investigate a mystery.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, what am I doing then?
You are charming Ashley, and Ashley you get a 10 against him. Spike, what was your roll about?
What do I roll for investigate?
Sharp.
Sharp?
Spike.
Before you do that, what I wanted to do, because I have a bonus, I have a I have third eye, and I wanted to use third eye with him, so he has to tell the truth.
Oh, you want... Okay. It's not necessarily that he will have to tell the truth, but you will be able to discern the truth from what he says regardless. So you actually you still have a hold from that, because you had a third question you could ask. So you can ask that now.
Okay.
Oh, so Spike wants Ashley to cut limbs off, and rolled an 8, which means... Okay, Ashley.
To cut limbs off.
Ashley, this is amazing. If you do what Nancy asks, you get experience, and on your next roll you get +1. If you do what Spike asks and continue with cutting this guy up, you get experience, but you don't get a +1 on your next roll.
If he doesn't answer me truthfully, just cut his limbs off.
Can I help convince not to dismember this person?
I have found that people are generally more agreeable.
She is
specifically because, like, I know there's something weird about him, but this, like you said, there is some piece of humanity. You can't do that to a human being.
Okay.
See, I don't care about that. I just want answers.
But you also failed, Yuna. So at this, actually, I'll go with that. You failed, so you don't know how horrible Flag is. You think he's salvageable.
Okay, then yeah, I try and convince, which is probably not going to be very good.
You don't need to roll, because Nancy got the best success she can get. Right now it's down to Ash's choice. So this is your selection, Ash. You're going to get experience either way, but you get a +1 if you do it what Nancy asks. This is weird.
What if I just cut off a hand?
See, if just let me ask a question, and then you can cut him up. Like, I don't not want you to cut him up.
Look, the way I see it is you cut something off, and then you ask a question. He'll be more agreeable to answering questions because he's already had a limb cut off. And then you can, ask another question, cut another limb off. Just start with the limb, and then ask the question.
Where do these people come from?
No, start with the limb, then the question.
I just start with the question, then the limb. I mean, obviously, he can hear what we want to do, so...
I hold it up to the side of this guy's head, or the side of this guy's neck, and even this close, where it's nicking the wall, it still revs up and spins just fine.
He's still got that wide, cheerful smile on his face, by the way.
Oh no, fuck this guy. Go ahead, cut him. If he's smiling.
That's why I said start with the limb.
Okay, well, if you're just doing it close, I want to use my question first and ask my one that I'm holding, and is it okay?
Yes.
For everyone, if I ask, why are we here?
Why are we here? Okay. You are here because he was okay. You're with your third eye. You're kind, and he's actually a little bit more stressed than he's letting on. But why? The reason why you're here is he was getting into twitching with the using the webbing around the place, and kind of twitched the wrong threads at the wrong time. So Ash was in the middle of going back home and got twigged to the wrong dimension. Nancy was was breaking the binding on herself that the character in the movie did. Forget her name.
Mm-hmm.
And Yuna was praying in the sanctum. I don't know what Spike was doing. Spike may have just been unlucky.
Spike was probably just following Buffy.
Spike was in his crypt just
from the
mourning.
picture on Discord, he was a bit tied up at the moment.
Ooh. Okay, so
to be fair, like Spike is tied up like 90% of the time.
So
yeah, he's kind of
basically,
a damsel in distress.
What you're getting is there was a twitch. Ash was traveling through dimensions and said the spell wrong. Randall Flagg made a mistake on twitch the wrong thread of line that caught the Necronomicon, and the Necronomicon caught the other three of you.
Okay, so basically, just to clarify, Flagg was going after Ash, and somehow,
yeah, Flagg was going after the book. Yeah.
From what I'm gathering from this, what I'm gathering is, Dr. Quinn Chainsaw Woman over here is the reason why we're all here.
What? Who, me?
No, the handy one.
Dr. Quinn Chainsaw Woman would be Ashley Williams.
Yes.
And I kind of think it's.
Are you calling him Chainsaw Woman because his name is Ashley? I'm just
making different jokes based on.
though misgendering one of the most blatantly macho characters in fiction.
Okay.
That's why I'm Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, you guys. I'm not like misgendering him on purpose. I'm literally I called him Walker Texas asshole earlier.
Yeah, I know, but it's just...
I also called him Johnny Bravo. I also called him.
I was just confused. I'm like, are you talking about my character for some reason? It just went over my head. No, you're good. You're good. Like, the joke is clear. Yeah. I'm a dumbass.
So it wasn't funny, okay? I explained it wasn't funny. Anyway, I'm just like, so Ash is the reason why we're here. Or the book. How did, okay, so the book is, so why do you want I probably have to roll an investigative thing, right?
Yes,
or does anyone have one left over to ask, why do you want the book?
Nobody
asked that, right?
Nobody does, but I think everybody wanted to tear him up.
Oh,
except
okay.
for Yuna.
I did not want to tear him up.
Okay, well, I asked my question. You can do what you want.
I cut off his head.
Okay, he's moving to cut off Flagg's head. Yuna, what are you going to do? You do have the protect other. Shiva's there. You do have the protect other move.
Yeah, oh god, this is going to be bad for the party, but this is what happens when you have a good aligned character in a group full of evil characters.
Not evil, I'm just neutral.
Ash isn't evil.
Well,
he just knows evil.
mean, she doesn't understand what she's doing.
You're evil.
Shiva is going to use. Yeah, Shiva is going to use. I believe the spell is Diamond Dust.
Yeah.
Where, because the guy was frozen to the wall, right?
Yeah.
That shatters and shoots in all directions. It will hurt Ash and it's gonna hurt the dude, but he's not gonna be bound to the wall anymore.
While this is happening, can I look for hotel, like the keys, like see if there's any significant ones while this is happening?
Yes.
Basically, Shiva snaps her fingers and it just goes bam.
Yeah. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and ask Ashley to do kick some ass, and Yuna roll also use magic. Spike, what there is, you can feel
Is this
that +1 because I didn't actually, kill him when I wanted to. Is that for every roll now, or just one, or what's up again?
I think it's just your next one. So this one.
Just this next one.
And is this +2 for helping hands?
No, that's gone. That's gone. That's one.
Like, were you helping yourself?
Yeah.
Well, I don't I didn't want you to kill the guy.
Oh, it's a tie. It's a tie. It's a tie.
Okay. Okay. So, Spike, what are you doing when you feel the tingle of heavy magic coming in the air?
I'm going to assume. Oh no, it's good. Can I tell it's the holy magic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that affect me too?
Nancy, I believe. Oh no, you have.
How close are you?
Nancy went off to go look for keys and such. But Nancy, you have a piece of the
you should be fine.
You have a piece of the Necronomicon in you now. You're not pure witch magic. You have a bit of the Necronomicon on you down, don't you? Yeah, the holy magic might affect you too now.
Oh, no.
Spike, it will definitely be a thing for you, and you can kind of feel the tingle of it developing. So if you want to dive for cover or do something else, fine.
I'll dive for cover, but I still want to be like, is this okay? Just as like a world kind of question, is it like an older hotel, like there would be room and keys, or is this like a key card kind of hotel?
Probably a key card type of hotel.
Question.
So I would probably grab like the little box or the box of key cards, or well, no, it'd be different.
Let's handle
hotel, it'd be different.
Let's handle the explosion. Spike, what are you doing in response to the developing explosion?
I'm gonna pin the guy to the wall so he doesn't get out.
So I'm gonna ask.
You're gonna get caught in it.
Yeah, he is definitely going to get caught in it. I'm going to ask you to do act under pressure for that. Nancy, you're going for cover, so act under pressure. That's cool.
What's that? Or what role is that?
That is cool.
Cool. Okay. Oh, fuck! Okay, it's a 6.
Okay.
But with that, could have been worse. No, that's not magic.
It's not magic. Okay.
Isn't this magic?
No, she's not using magic. She's resisting.
Oh, she's not using magic. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so Spike, hard choice. You can hold him down so that he can't escape, because you can feel him kind of trying to slip away into a thing of shadow, and he's trying to dissipate into a thing of shadow or something. He's trying to get away under the cover of all this nonsense. You can hold him down, use your demonic force to just keep him in place, keep him from escaping in the chaos. You will take full damage from the spell, so will he. Ash, you're going to hit him and deal damage, but the kick some ass is going to come off of Shiva. Yuna,
yes,
you're actually the only one out of this that's not getting hit.
I am well back from the entire situation. I am just horrified at the idea that you're going to butcher somebody that I think is a human being.
Yeah. Okay, so Nancy, you are getting pounded and frozen to pounded by shards of glass. So you're also going to take about 2 harm. Spike, you're going to take 3 harm, and Ash, you're going to take 2 harm.
No,
it's not my magic. I feel like I haven't been keeping up with my harm the way I'm supposed to be doing. So do I just have 2 harm, or do I have any more?
You just have 2. You haven't been hit yet. Ash?
Yeah. I have the armor. I have armor.
How much of it?
2.
2. So you're going to take 0. You're going to take 0, but you're going to get knocked on your ass and the the chainsaw. You're going to get knocked back into a wall, and the chainsaw is going to fall off your hand. Spike, you're going to end up taking 2 because you're immortal.
Okay.
Which
All
brings you.
right. I'm gonna say, what the fuck are you doing?
Which brings you to 3. Yuna, you're fine.
Yeah.
And Nancy, you were also looking around for things. Oh, by the way, Spike is holding there, and Flag is no longer smiling. There is a thing of shadow there, just kind of growling at Spike, who is wrestling hold of it. And it's kind of clear that in that whole chaos, it tried to slip away.
Yeah.
Nancy, actually, Yuna, roll act under
Yes.
pressure real quick.
And that is a cool.
Cool.
Do I
At some
add
point, I'd
anything
really
to
like
that?
to rip the throat out of this, like whatever it is. At some point. So
Give me a moment. I have a couple things I
Want
need.
to taste it again?
No, but why does it say? Oh, that's luck. Okay. Do I add anything to my cool roll for act under pressure?
No, you don't. Actually, you have Mystic, so
Okay.
you made a successful roll, so you would add a +1 on top of that. But you're completely safe.
Okay, so whatever it is, +1 on top of 10, so
Yeah.
11.
So
Does that carry over?
No, it doesn't. So it's 11. You are.
Well, I didn't look. I didn't add one. You can hover over it because I hit
I know.
roll.
I know. I'll probably let it carry out this time because it's my fault for keeping track of things. You are suddenly, after that little bit, you are suddenly have this massive realization that Flag may have once been human, but has consistently, like, basically cut himself off piece by piece. The little bit of human that's left is only like residue, and what's there is probably the most abominable. It's probably even worse than sin.
You guys see the look of realization on Yuna's face, and she
Yeah,
almost
you
dropped
fucking
her
hurt me
staff.
for
No,
it.
because you rolled so high on cool, you're able to weather it.
Well,
But
can I? Oh yeah, but, there's still like you cover your mouth like oh my god,
yeah,
But can I like use my resolve and have Shiva do like an ice spike into it and help Spike?
in a moment, yes. Nancy, I need you to
Okay.
roll sharp.
Just one thing. That 11 should have actually been a 12.
It doesn't really matter because we're not doing with anybody who has advanced moves. The 12 is the same as a 10.
Okay, but did my chainsaw actually do anything to him, or?
Yeah, I have to edit the thing. You do another. Do you want to add the terrible harm? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'll add terrible harm.
Okay, so because
I had a 12.
yeah, you weren't at risk from him, but you were at risk from the spell. So you ended up doing another 4 damage to him. Okay.
And it's messy?
Yeah. It is messy. There is shadowy. It looks like feathers and bird bits and raven corpses
Ooh.
scattered all over the pieces. It looks like when you cut into him, he bled ravens.
Ooh.
He's bleeding ravens.
That's what it looked like when the chainsaw came into him just before the explosion. It was like scattered in like a dozen or so different ravens scattered off of his body, and then Spike was there holding him down and making sure he didn't escape, and then the explosion happened. So Nancy, you get 3. You're gonna get.
I have a 12.
You get. You're still using third eye, so you're gonna get 3 questions. But I'm going to say this right now that whispering in the back of your head is kind of coalescing now a little bit. That if you destroy the grimoire, you can become the grimoire.
Oh no.
Is this guy did Flag
That's in my head.
run away,
That's in your
or?
head.
Yeah, it's in your head.
No, Ash is pissed for
No,
another
Spike still has him. Yeah.
Yeah, Spike still has him. He is definitely revealed as completely not human. This
Yeah.
this is an entity on level with, but not necessarily as powerful as the entity bound up in the Necronomicon. Spike is appalled by him. And Ash,
Yuna is appalled by him.
Yeah, Yuna's appalled by him. Ash, your chainsaw fell to the ground, but yeah. And Nancy's getting whispers of temptations in her head that nobody else can hear.
Okay, but I still have 3 questions when it comes to
the situation as it is. Yes,
the situation as it is, because I was looking for room keys.
You do find a room key. Yes.
My first question is going to be, keys of significance that I'm looking at.
Are those keys of significance that you're looking at?
Any of them, like anything, like is there like one room that sticks out, or is there?
With your third eye, you can actually see, and it's a kind of look. It's not in the collection where the desk is. It looks like it may have been dropped when the man jumped down from the balcony to try to talk to you all. And it kind of glows to your third eye. So there is another key. There is, and this is this is more of a what is concealed here, and I'll call it that. This is generally how I do it. You ask me what you want to know, and I find a question that associates with it. The advanced form of this is ask any question you want. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you find a key that is definitely much more spiritually significant than any of the others. All of them have some trace. All of them are part of some of the spells of this place. This place is not really a hotel. It's kind of a nexus of reality type thing.
That's perceiving itself as a hotel.
Yes.
Okay, that's my first question. My second question is going to be, what sort of creature is it? And I'm going to ask that about Flag.
Now, here's where I get a little bit iffy because I've only read 2 books with Flag in them.
I don't know who Flag is.
Flag is the devil.
What is it from?
Where's that from?
A lot of the Stephen King stuff, like Dark Tower and stuff, but Flag's been in more than Dark Tower.
Okay.
If you really go into it, Flag is the cause of a lot of the evil.
I've read Eyes of the Dragon.
Stephen.
Yeah, I've read Eyes of the Dragon and The Stand, and he's the main antagonist in both of them.
Is that an out of character answer for me, or
no? That's out of character. Yeah. That's out of character.
I've literally never read a Stephen King book.
In character, yeah, you would probably say this, where he himself is it used to be mortal. You can say that. Like I've said, everybody else used to be mortal. Flag is basically the devil. He is a chaos seed. He has been destroyed before and reformed. He has a madness for trying to control. He goes from place to place to fuck things up, and just for the giggles of it.
Okay. And then does anyone have I have a third question, but does anyone have like a suggestion for a third question that you guys want to know?
No, I just want to impale him at this point.
What can hurt it?
Okay.
Yeah, what can hurt him?
Okay. What can hurt him?
Well, being in this nexus of reality in the hotel, you could probably take that room key you find right there and go upstairs, and there's probably a ritual you can complete that would remove him from reality.
Okay. So with that information, I say, okay, pay attention. First of all, this looks like a hotel. It's not a hotel. It's a hotel in our minds. It's a thing. It's a nexus of power, whatever. Think for you, a place where shit happens, like a crossroads. Think about that. Second of all, this guy is worse than bad, badder than bad. You think she's a demon? This guy's worse. Third of all, chopping him up I don't think it's going to hurt him.
It might take him time. It might at least.
Won't,
yeah.
Sorry.
You might chopping him up will at least slow him down and make it harder for him. Make him have to take time.
I was about to say almost exactly the same thing. At least we'll slow him down. Can I get Shiva to do another like Iciga sort of like cover him entirely in ice?
You're going to
Him
try
and the grimoire and all.
He's not actually holding the grimoire anymore. You're going to try.
Where did that go?
It dropped to the ground. When he got hit.
I still want to cover the grimoire and him entirely in ice.
Okay, Nancy, what do you want?
I would like to make a gesture to Spike. And I want to go. Oh, well, no, Spike's fucking holding him down.
You can say, I know what to do, and I know where I need to do it, and take off if you want.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to go by myself. I would want Spike there.
Well, you also know Ashley's easily manipulated.
I don't want to manipulate Ashley. With my 0 charm. Go on. I want to. What do I need to do to pick up the Necronomicon without being seen?
Act under pressure.
I rolled an 11 to get it and flag.
Okay.
You to do both?
I mean, it's at his feet, right? It's not like it's across the room.
It's where it's kind of where he got blown across the room, so it's where it dropped where he fell. So I was gonna deal with that in a moment. What I was gonna do was you and Spike was going to have to do an act under pressure to release at the right time for you to cover him in ice. The book is across the room because he dropped it when he first got hit and slammed into the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I do? I'm first gonna do. What can I do as a force wind?
Yes.
To
grab the book.
And I'm sorry, I don't understand what that is.
Oh, that's just it's the tags are mostly just flavor, and that's mostly for your combat magic. Your use magic can do anything you want. Just think of everything Nancy does in the movie. She does telekinesis. She does illusions. Okay. You could.
Yes. Then what I want to do is I want to create an illusion to make Yuna think that the Necronomicon is right there and that's what they're attacking.
Okay, roll use magic for that.
I'm just trying to keep Flag from going anywhere.
Right, you're focused on Flag, so this has a good chance of working. So roll me use magic.
Fuck! Is that weird?
That is weird.
Wait, so is Nancy trying to get her to divert her attention from Flag?
No, I am using a because
okay, let me explain.
Nancy has a power like glamour that can mimic things, and I want
she's making an illusionary
place that it's not.
She's making an illusionary book at Flag's feet. So where you thought at the beginning that the book was at his feet, this is basically going along with that. You think you're going to be freezing the grimoire and Flag at the same time.
Got it.
And Spike
Ash kind of screams in anger.
Why?
What the fuck are you people doing?
We're helping you out. I'm afraid to roll this because it's gonna fail. Okay. Oh shit! I did a 14. That's super work.
Oh shit!
Spike, I need you to roll act under pressure to release at the right time for Yuna's thing to come in. But you're going to +1. You're going to get a +1 because Yuna rolled so well.
I am actually really curious because I would offer to heal him afterwards, but because he's like demonic, and I don't know that if that would incidentally hurt him more.
It would be based off how well you rolled.
Do I get XP rolling two crits, basically?
No, you get XP when you fail.
When you fail. You have failed a couple times, though. Makes you feel better.
A couple times.
Okay.
Do I get anything for 2 6s? That's dope.
There is a.
I get a luck, don't I?
No. Luck doesn't come back unless you spend experience.
Damn it. Okay.
There is a 12 plus results for the game, but you have to have unlocked that ability. That's for upper level stuff. To be simple, I didn't go into the upper level stuff, so nobody has the 12 plus results, unfortunately. I apologize.
I see.
Okay.
Okay, Spike, you have a hard choice.
So the 14, it works.
Yeah. You can take a little bit more damage, but hold him long enough to get that he'll be dissipated for a long time and give you guys freedom to work. Or you can avoid any damage and he might be able to come back sooner.
I'll take the damage.
So you're going to take... It's 2... It would be 1. You're immortal, so it's reduced to 0. You take 0 harm. It hurts like hell. Or actually, it hurts like heaven.
Even worse.
And Flag gets just torn apart.
But it doesn't kill him.
No.
Because I know. I said it stopped him for now. That motherfucker's not dead.
Right.
What I'm imagining is I'm so glad that he's in there and not out here with us. That whole meme.
Right. And it looks to you guys
okay, that went really poorly. Alrighty, yeah. Just like an icicle.
It looks like the book is frozen at his feet.
Never mind.
It looks like the book is frozen at his feet. So, so you have a complete illusion there. It'll last for a while. Ashley, what are you doing other than yelling at everybody?
I'm gonna try to go get that book out of the ice because I know better than to leave it anywhere.
While he's doing that, I want to go. With this illusion, can I say with my illusion, I use my power to kind of knock the real book kind of hidden somewhere, just off to the side, not too far. And I want to make my way over there to that actual book.
What I can actually tell you is you can do that. The other thing you can do is you can pull the book to you and glamour it on your presence to something else.
Oh, I want to roll to do that instead.
So give me.
I also click in my metal hand.
What can I do that? I can maybe one of the key cards. I want to glamour it into a key card.
Okay, yeah. You'll be able to magic it into appearing as one of the key cards that you've picked up.
Okay, do I have to roll for that?
Yes, you do. Roll me weird.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it goes wild. Okay. So, Ash, you're going over there to try to pick the book. Okay, no. There's a...
Nancy, don't you have it could have been worse?
It could have been worse. You do have it could have been worse, so you can cause it to fizzle if you want. You can feel it going crazy. Shay?
Hello?
Okay. Shay, can you hear me? Testing.
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It's when I get phone calls, Discord cuts off. Can I use my could have been wrong and fizzle?
That was what was just suggested while you...
Oh, yeah. I was like, isn't that a reroll? So yeah.
Yeah, you can... There are 2 things you can do. You can use a luck to make it 12, or you can use could have been worse to make it fizzle.
Oh, I'll do I could use a luck because that works. That works better for me.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll use a luck.
So now the Necronomicon is in the shape of a hotel key card on a keychain that she picked up next to the spiritually significant key card she found. Okay. And Ash...
Good job.
Yeah. Ash, you go over there to try to pick up the book. Give me... So it feels real. It's a nice glamour. It feels like it's a nice real book. It's frozen to the
14,
ground.
it better be a fucking nice glamour.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to go take my medication. What happened in the last couple minutes?
Okay, so the Necronomicon
Nothing.
is now in Nancy's hands as a keychain that nobody knows about. Ash is trying to pick up the
Got it. So the glamour works.
Yeah, Ash is trying to pick up the glamoured book. And as far as Ashley, give me a sharp roll real quick. This ought to be funny. Waffles, are you disconnected now?
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Wow.
You are super familiar with that book. You know a fake when you see one.
Hi.
Sorry it took so long.
No, it's perfectly fine. No, thank you.
It's like this thing has tried to corrupt me before, and I have a weird spiritual attachment to it.
No.
Okay.
It is
Yeah. You pick it up.
perfect. All right. Thank you so much.
It's
Here's a good question.
just a second. Let me finish with what his role is before you ask the question. It's really weird. This book, you're picking it up. It kind of feels like a book. It's not giving you any crap. It is.
Sorry.
It doesn't even feel like the dormant version of the book. There is no sealed menace. It is just there. It just completely feels inert. This book has never been this peaceful.
I toss it up in the air and I shoot it with my shotgun.
What are you doing? I asked to Ash. I'm like, what actually destroys this book?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Maybe the fires of hell.
Maybe the fires of hell.
Or
So
a,
when I shoot this,
or a nexus of reality.
actually, the fires of hell didn't actually even add a character. The fires of hell didn't actually destroy the. It destroyed the form. It didn't destroy it.
Huh.
Well,
So yeah, I toss it up in the air and I shoot it with my shotgun.
then you're just wasting bullets. Then if you know that's not going to work.
Yeah. Then why did I do that?
Exactly.
What happens to the book when I do that?
When you toss the book up and start to shoot it, it kind of wavers just as you're pulling the trigger. It kind of wavers and vanishes away.
Who has the book?
So you destroyed it.
No, I didn't. All
you
right.
just shot it.
You all need to shut up. This is not a normal book. This is not a normal grimoire that just has spells in it. This book is alive. Whoever has it needs to give it up. Because it will try to corrupt you. And you can fight it and fight it all you want. But you hold it, it will corrupt you over time, if not immediately. How I got away from that, I wiggle my metal hand. I had to cut this off. So whoever has that
The
book,
whole reason that
drop it.
asshole brought you here was to get it. And I know for a
I
fact
can
that
guarantee
he's
you.
not dead.
I don't care if he's dead. I can guarantee you that asshole may be trying to get the book, but it's not because of the asshole. This book wants to be found. This book wants to be used. That's the reason I carry it around with me. Because I have no idea how to use it.
Okay, well, I found this key card. It dropped from that guy. Maybe there's
That's
someone
wonderful.
upstairs that can help us.
Where's the book?
Again, I don't know.
Go ahead and give me a use magic roll to heal Spike. Spike, are you doing anything other than smoking?
No, I'm just confused by what's going on.
You better
I don't know
find the book.
if I add anything to it or not, but well, I don't need to.
Nope. But yeah, okay. Well, you would have gotten a +1 because of the mystic thing anyway. So your next roll is going to give you a +1 as well. Somebody has an
Okay.
open mic. Spike, you get healed one harm, so you're down to 2 harm now. Actually, no, you're immortal. You get healed 2 harm. So, oh no, that's resilient. That's a different move. Sorry. I have
Wait, for an 11, it only does that?
11. It's always the effect is always 1 harm, and 11 just means you do it without any glitches.
Oh, okay.
And I get confused because I have somebody in my party who is immortal, resilient, and invincible, and is thus in our.
Is that Spike? Use
No,
all 3 of those things?
no. In my regular campaign for this game, the chosen is a 12-year-old kid with a chainsword who has
Oh, of course.
devastating, invincible, immortal, and resilient. So it is really hard to hurt him, and when he gets any healing, he gets extra healing.
So is that waffles?
Wow.
No,
That reminds me of like Captain Marvel, or at least I think that's the right character, where it's a little boy, says the magic words and turns into a superhero.
yeah, except he doesn't have to say magic words. So Spike,
Ah.
the priestess healed you by 1. It does heal you though. It actually, and Yuna, he might be a demon,
Yeah.
but he's not necessarily the he might be not human and a demon, but at least he's not the level of inimical to life that sin that other things are. So you're able to work out how to heal him despite the fact he's not human.
Okay. You see the look on Yuna's face where she's concerned because 1, normally it works better than this, and 2, she's figured out that, especially after the nasty teeth incident, you're not a person. She says, I've known people who are different than what they seem to be, and I have been deceived before. I was deceived today, but thank you for your help back there.
Okay, Nancy, as a note, these people want to kind of destroy the book or control it or whatever. You have that voice in the back of your head that if you could that told you if you destroyed the form of the book, then you can take in the piece that's in it and become essentially the living form of the grimoire that you're calling it.
Okay.
So you might be able to, and you also know this is a nexus of reality which would let you destroy flag for permanently. So you might be able to put up a good show of destroying the Necronomicon permanently using the nexus of reality. And convince, so you might be safe to show them, yes, you have the book, and say, yeah, okay, so you're, and give in that you're right. It will take a charm roll to convince them that you are telling the whole truth.
Okay. I don't want to do any of that. I want to go upstairs. I'm going to say, I'm taking this key. I want to go to his lair. If you want to follow me, follow me. If you don't, go fuck yourself. And I'm going to go.
Well, hold on. Are you hurt?
I mean, the only person that hurt me in this was you. So,
yes. I would like to try and help you. Would you let me help you? It was a mistake. It was my fault. I would like to make amends. I'm very sorry.
I like the fact in this that with
she was gone at this point.
Yeah,
she was gone.
Yeah, with all the supernatural creatures in this, Ash is the one who hasn't taken any damage.
Well, he has a chainsaw for a hand. We don't want to fuck with him. Vampire, witch, priestess, psychopath with a fucking chainsaw hand.
Yeah.
He also just informed you he cut off his own hand.
Yeah.
And then attached the chainsaw.
He is next on the list for medical attention, but because I hurt Nancy, I am extending an olive branch.
She said, "Fine, whatever.
Oh,
do what you have to do."
Fine.
Can we assume you're following her up as she's storming her way out, and you're following her up?
No, I had hoped that she would wait like half a
We
goddamn
can stop on the steps. I'm like,
okay.
Sure, whatever.
Okay, so
We're by the elevator.
there's a glitch.
But I get a +1. That's still.
The glitch +1 still brings you to a 9, unfortunately. If somebody were to help
Just
you,
a helping hand.
you can't help yourself.
No, I'm helping
Hey,
Nancy.
asshole, help her.
Help out is a specific move. So yeah, if
Okay.
if
Specifically
and-
request which asshole.
I love how I knew you were going to do that.
Can
Who would be
Can
more likely
it
to help
be-
me?
for flavor, can it be the last option where something weird happens?
yeah, sure.
Dealer's choice. Something weird happens.
Okay.
Can you specify which asshole?
Which asshole what?
Yeah.
That's,
Out of
I
curiosity.
said, hey, asshole, help out.
Okay. So out of curiosity, have you seen the Craft?
I've seen the movie, but it was years ago.
Okay. So this is what happens. And you're not going to notice this right away, but the uh, the core part of Nancy's soul that was a good, decent person transfers from Nancy into Yuna.
Okay, I don't remember that part about the craft.
No, that's me taking multiple metaphysics into account. Nancy went
Okay.
down a dark road and went a little crazy. You're getting the part of her that's not crazy is now in you.
So am I full crazy now?
You are now full crazy.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ! So wait, I have half the soul of the witch, and then a summoner. So we can I will ask the DM, what is the highest level summon that I can summon at your discretion?
Why are you summoning? Because I haven't done anything.
No, I'm not. It's no, because I'm going to basically share my character sheet with you. And if you summon anima, we're boned.
No. It's basically you've got Nancy's conscious in the back of your head. You don't realize it yet. And Nancy's conscious, the part of her that is sane left her body and is now in you. Nancy's now full crazy.
Is she
Nancy's
healed?
now full crazy with the Necronomicon in hand. I'd like to point that out.
Yep.
Do I heal at all from that?
That's what
Yep.
Did I get a heal?
Yep, you get 1 hit point healed. You're down to 1 harm.
Okay.
Are you guys going to go head up? Now, you do know that one of the keychains goes to a significantly powerful room on this, and that this hotel is not really a hotel. You've already explained that. You might.
Yeah.
You're able to get rid of Flag up there. You might be able to get rid of the Necronomicon because it's more powerful, but it's sort of the same thing as Flag.
Okay, I'm gonna. I'm just gonna press the elevator button, and I'm gonna be like, I'm going upstairs to figure this out. You guys can go fuck yourself. If not, come with me.
Okay, Yuna, Spike, Ash, are you going to go with Nancy?
I'm going to follow her because I'm convinced Flag took the book then.
Oh yeah, I was gonna go and help Ash up and offer him if he hasn't already.
Ash has to heal.
Yeah. If he hasn't already reattached his arm to give back to him, can I try and heal him? Because he looks visibly hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna because he doesn't have any actual harm because he has the armor thing that he wears. I'm gonna let you just do it without a roll.
Okay.
All of his injury is cosmetic action hero injury.
Oh, like in his picture. That's an annoyance. I apologize.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, Spike, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go back to the bar.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm going with Ash to Nancy.
They're going upstairs. While this is happening,
I'll keep an eye on the frozen guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
while this is happening, and we're like, I'm just gonna say, hopefully, like if this is okay, the key card is like a swipe key card where you can like swipe it and then you have access to press. You know what I mean? Like, you know how like you have to have a key card to use the elevator. Like maybe that'll make it easier to figure out which room it is.
Yes.
Like if I say 5, swipe. Okay, we go to level 5. But while this is happening, I want to use magic and I want to use my telepathy on Spike. Because I need to have a conversation with him, and he's not coming with us. So, and I don't want the other two to hear it. So I'm gonna telepathy.
Oh dear.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and give me use magic.
Okay, watch this like not work. Oh, you mean weird?
Yeah, weird. Use magic is the name of the move.
Okay, it's a 9. Is that good enough?
There is
or should I?
There is a glitch.
Okay, I'm gonna fizzle and I'm gonna reroll. Wait, fuck. Does that mean you have to? What does that mean? You'll have to just start over from scratch with the prep time doubled. So what does that mean? Do I like lose a turn?
No. You can't fizzle when you do a glitch. You can fizzle when you miss. When you
roll. If it failed. Okay, so it didn't fail. And then what's the glitch, or what is the?
There's
I see it.
Weakened, short duration, 1 harm, ignore armor. The magic draws immediate unwelcome attention, or it has a problematic side effect.
Okay. I will take, just for fun and story, I'll take the side effect.
Okay, so tell me what you want to say to him, because I know it's going to be delivered rather than direct telepathy.
Okay. So, basically, I'm assuming because he's a demon, from this is like my loose base knowledge of Buffy, because I was an angel person.
He was an angel. He came in like the last season.
I understand that, but I mean, like, listen, Chris, okay? So I want to like telepathically say to him, you should want to help me, because that guy is probably, we are on the same team on many different levels, and you should be helping me instead of drinking your ass off downstairs.
Okay, so this is what happens. You're sitting there at the bar. This guy that looks like a hotel barkeep in a red jacket and a bow tie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
pops up.
Oh my God.
Pops up in front of you, Spike. And says, "Oh, been a while since I saw you around here. I have a message from the witch upstairs. Oh, I guess you can still call her a witch. She's sort of crossing the line a little bit into our territory. She thinks
my business.
Yeah. She thinks you should help her, being what you are."
Huh.
I'm going to say you know Lloyd, the bartender. You've been to that hotel.
Oh, shit.
Okay. I'm just going to continue to sit and drink. This seems like far too much work.
Do you want me to relay?
Thanks for playing, everybody.
Yeah. Do you want to relay that information? Do you want me to relay that information to the young lady upstairs?
Oh, tell her that. Yeah, tell her that it's, I have no reason to care, and so, if she, tell her to bugger off.
Before I do deliver that message, I would like to point out, this is the tower, if you don't know what that means. What this means is, when she gets to that room, she can have plague to tweak the foundations of the universe. If you were in that room, you could probably alter things to be any way you want. Any particular dream you might have.
Okay, tell her I'll be there in a minute.
Wow.
Poor Buffy.
Is that what it is?
I'll
what
just
it is?
grab another bottle of whiskey. I feel like this has been awfully stressful, and I've probably gone through the first one. So,
Okay, so at the end of this, somehow the only people that are
Does
going
that
to be
relate to me?
Yeah, does Spike get drunk?
yeah, Spike does not get drunk, as far as I know. But
When
Yeah,
that's
the
relayed to me, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm so sorry. When that gets relayed to me, I know what he's saying. Like, oh, whatever. Like he'll be there, but like I know like he needs a little bit of motivation. Can I use magic to make all the liquor in this place disappear?
Oh,
you have the key card.
Oh.
You have some control over the
Do you
tower.
want my help here?
I just
Carrot
want to know
and
for
stick, baby,
options.
carrot
I just want
and
to know
stick.
for options.
I'm
We need-
on my way. I'm just bringing whiskey with me. It takes an extra 1 minute. Jeez.
Yeah, you hear Nancy. You hear a whisper in the back of at the side of your ear. It's like, Master Spike will be up with you shortly.
She says thank you aloud. She says that aloud.
So yeah, Nancy just said thank you for no particular reason. Yuna and Ashley.
I just nod. Just
Well,
nod.
of course, you asked us to come with.
That
What?
wait, the guy's frozen to the floor, right? Still.
Yeah, he is. You know, this is just pretty much a husk. The demon is gone. It will take him days, if not years, to come back. But he is.
I'd like to just put a cigarette in his mouth and then light it and then wander off.
Oh my god.
That's really funny.
Okay. So you get up off the floor. It's like you didn't even push a button. You got in the elevator. The doors closed, and it started taking you up to a specific thing. Nancy, you can kind of feel the one key card you noted vibrate a little bit, and then the door opens up, and you're on this top level floor.
Okay, perfect. It opens. Does it open to like a penthouse, or is there still like a hallway?
Just a moment. Yuna?
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt.
But go ahead and roll weird, I guess. No, roll sharp. Roll sharp. And Nancy, you're coming up. This is not precisely it's not the penthouse again. I did this last time I did this hotel. The actual epicenter of things here is not the penthouse. There is a large suite that you can feel drawing you at the end of the hallway. Ash, you've been around dead things enough. That room at the end of the hall just feels thick with power. Yuna, you also can feel This is it looks like a standard. Your eyes are telling you it's a standard room. Every bone in your body that has dealt with supernatural is telling you this is a place of multiversal importance.
What are we walking
Given what happened the last time I saw chaos and death on a mass scale, can I do a sending ritual?
You can go ahead. Yeah, you can try to do a sending ritual. It will at least maybe help ease some of the clutter here. Yeah.
Okay, I turn to Ash and say, watch Nancy, I need a little bit of room. And
she's asking Ash to. Oh, never mind. This is in character. God.
Yeah.
That's why I said. I was like, "Excuse me. Since when is he my babysitter?"
Just give me a moment. This is part of my sacred duty.
Okay.
And
well,
so,
fuck you. I'm gonna watch Ash. I'm watching you. She said to Ash.
Wait, you're watching me?
Yes.
These two are like fucking Yzma and Kronk in the background, and I love it. So As they are bickering as to who is watching who, I take my staff and I like stand in the widest part of this corridor, facing the door where all the evil, not evil, but like the restless spirits are, because in my world, that's what turns them into monsters.
Yeah.
Is when they get restless and hostile. So I'm going to start to dance. And it's a very intricate dance that involves the staff to try and send them to the afterlife. Wherever that is in this plane of existence, whether it's the far plane or if it's like wherever.
Got it. Okay, give me a weird roll, actually. Yes.
Do I add anything to it?
I in this case, let me check real quick. You do. You had a successful spell last, so you are adding +1.
Oh, hey. Getting rid of the poltergeist before they attack us.
Yes. Okay.
And you can see, remember the fireflies that you saw before, Nancy, with your third eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are kind of starting to swirl around me.
Do I still see that, or am I able to still see that?
Everybody can see it now.
At this point, it's becoming completely visible.
They maybe not tangible, but definitely visible.
I am laughing at Spike's commentary as he's running up the stairs.
I'm coming in to just give you a bell for you. Next time, send the bell out with directions.
We're going to assume that eventually Lloyd will lead Spike up to the floor.
You've gotten lost in a multi-dimensional hotel. Good job.
He went on break.
I'm curious, Shay, are you going to cause that to fizzle?
Nah, he went on break.
No, because that would be fizzling. That would be fizzling. If it doesn't fizzle, it's going to go out of control.
Oh fuck. Okay, sure.
What does that mean?
He just went on break.
Yeah.
Does that mean I re-roll, right? Watch it be like a 1.
In a later, you can re-roll. Right now, no. Right now, it just.
Okay, I fizzle it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys see Yuna do the thing, and it makes the souls dissipate. How bad is the angriness behind the door now?
It's much, much lighter. I mean, this is still a place of multiversal importance, but a lot of the bloodshed and stuff that has been fought over it has been cleared. Spike, by the way, there is this trail of brilliant kind of spirits that are kind of being drawn upward. They seem to be drawing to a specific place upward, and it's a very gentle stream that's just going up and up and up, and it makes it really easy to follow.
Oh, okay. I'll follow them. I did roll sharp for the idea of just wandering around trying to find it, but if there's directions, I'll follow the directions.
By the time Yuna has finished, she's like leaning on her staff, and she's like trying not to cry because she gets emotional when she has to do the sending.
So this is what it feels like to be the wisest person in the room. This is great.
Why? What are you talking about? Being the wisest person in the room? What?
Yeah, fuck you.
I don't know what was out of character and what wasn't, but
No,
Yuna just looks up at you like, what?
Totally in character.
Okay.
That was totally
So you get up to the floor. Spike gets up to the floor as you see the conclusion of the ritual and all these tormented souls just sort of leaving. I'm not sure what demons think of the whole cosmology of things because I haven't watched much Buffy. But definitely, I know they're definitely not necessarily evil because there's been a lot of vampires that aren't necessarily evil in Buffy. But Yeah, so it's definitely a very, very peaceful thing. A lot more peaceful when it gets up there. There's a lot less of the riffraff causing clutter in the magical atmosphere when you get upstairs.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Since that was 2 1s, do I get an XP for that?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Pretty much anytime you roll a 6 or less, you get an XP.
Okay. What do we use the XP for?
When you get 5, you can pick one of those things that are marked as improvements on your character sheet.
Oh, I haven't been counting.
Okay. So with that being said, it's like, okay, so now that everything's calmed down, we can go in, right? Or do you want to like sage the place? Usually that's my thing, but I should leave it to the priestess, right?
And you can see Yuna's still pretty upset, and she like wipes away trying to like compose herself again, wipes away another tear.
God, it's so fucking dramatic, and she just walks to the door.
The
Wait,
door. Yeah.
Wait, whatever's on the other side, we're probably going to have to fight it. It's probably going to be a fiend. If I couldn't send it, then it's probably turned into something.
You don't.
Yeah, well, we've got Edward Scissorhands over here that can do the job for us, right?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I can call Shiva or Ifrit again.
I trust in this man, Ash.
Okay.
Do you not trust him? I don't think
Then
she trusts
He
him.
seems handy.
Oh, Spike's here.
that is not Yuna laughing, that is me laughing.
Okay.
He seems handy. Yeah, we've got a vampire, we've got a fucking T-1000 here, and then you've got a witch. Like, why do you keep summoning these fucking demons? We'll be good, we'll be fine. So she goes over to the door.
Okay.
I'm sure the witch here can come up with another pop culture reference for it.
Yes, you can go. Yeah, Yuna. There's a whisper in the back of your head saying, "Let her open the door. Summon me later."
I look confused, but I acknowledge the voice saying something. I don't, because like I've just sent all the spirits. There shouldn't be any talking to me, but something's still here, and if it has to do with Nancy specifically, and I know it's not a bad thing, I will listen to it.
Okay.
However, I will follow behind and act as support, because Miss Bitchy Witch does not want any more summons.
Oh no,
So here we go.
Caboose. Let one of these men be the caboose.
Yeah.
Oh no, honey, I got the booty. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
No.
I find a window.
No.
I end it all.
This is the worst sleepover ever.
Don't you know you gotta protect your healers? So I'm gonna stay at the back.
Okay, so I'm gonna open the door.
Yep.
Okay, give me a moment here. I'm looking for something.
Why are you doing it? I spike, and I'm like, glad to see you joined us.
When do I get my wishes and stuff?
What?
Wishes?
That's what the bellhop said. Go upstairs, get lots of wishes, change reality to my whim, yada yada yada. Are we doing that now?
Say what now?
No,
What are you
he's just
talking about?
No, he's being stupid. You guys don't even listen to him.
Okay.
What? I'm sorry.
That's what the bellhop said.
Why
Okay.
did the bellhop tell you that?
Well, I'm quite sure why there was a bellhop, I've got to be honest. But, you know, it said wishes upstairs, so I came upstairs. And then it
Okay.
didn't actually tell me where upstairs, it just said upstairs, and then so I just followed the
Okay.
You start to see Yuna look a little more concerned. So you're like, can I get you some water?
I'm just rolling my eyes.
I might be able to help with. She clearly thinks you're drinking too much.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. I hate to inform you, but you might have a minor case of severe brain damage.
Okay. I'm imagining that in Bruce Campbell's voice too. Look, I hate. I kind of hate to tell you, but I can't do Bruce Campbell.
Neither can I.
Okay. Anyway, so I'm assuming Nancy, since she was just going to open the door, you open the door and see what looks like a tiger-sized lynx with glowing eyes on the other side.
Yeah, force magic.
And it leaps out as soon as the door is open. You are going to get a chance to kick ass with force magic. What
Okay.
what else
I
is
knew it.
what is Yuna doing? Actually, let's handle that die roll first, since I'm supposed to handle actions one at a time rather than doing a whole bunch. But anyway,
Okay.
roll.
Instead of forced wind, I'm gonna do necromantic instead. So I'm going to drain its life force.
You're going to drain some of
Oh.
its life force. That will actually heal your last harm if you're successful.
Okay,
Roll for it.
that's weird.
That is weird.
Okay,
What
I'm
turn order?
should I fizz? If I fizzle that, do I still have to wait, or can I just
Can't fizzle
reroll?
it.
You can't fizzle it. It's
Oh,
not a
true
miss.
shit! Didn't fail. Okay, it's an 8.
You get a glitch, which means you get a short effect, weakened effect.
I will do. It takes. For the sake of fuck me. Okay. For the sake of this is me trying to either like doing what Nancy would do or me trying to be nice, and this is where I'm stuck.
Don't be
Okay.
nice.
Don't
What
be
Nancy
nice.
would do.
Right now,
Okay.
right now, all of Nancy's
I'll
humanity is in Yuna. Remember, all of Nancy's niceness and humanity is currently in Yuna.
True. Okay, I'll do. It's a short duration. So it'll work for a short amount of time. So I want to get out of the way.
Yeah. So what happens is you feel your harm, yourself healing, and it does damage and kind of slows down. It slows down enough for you to get out of the way, and it heals that last bit of harm you took. But you know that's not going to last. You're going to get that injury is going to come back later. But right now you're at 0 harm.
Okay.
Okay. So the cat, the Kate Sith, the thing's like, oh. That is irritating. I hate wizards.
Is this cat talking?
Yep.
Yes.
Never seen a talking cat before?
And
Nope.
it starts to lunge forward and kind of looking through everybody and I'm assuming Nancy went off to the side.
Yeah.
Looks towards Spike and I don't know what court you are, and starts lunging forward. And it's not so much that it's lunging, it is partially pouncing, but it's partially seems to just be growing into extended shadow as it's reaching out with a paw that's growing ever larger towards Spike.
We'll do something, Sabrina.
Did my necromantic take some of its life force or no?
Yes, it did.
Well, I guess I wrestle with the corpulent cat thing with my kick-ass skills.
Does anybody want to help them out? Because you can do help out at this time.
Yeah.
No, you just called me Sabrina. Fuck you.
I wanted to know, is the cat like, would holy attacks work well against it?
At this point in its existence, yes.
Then, well, okay, no, holy attacks will also probably kill Spike.
But
I can live with that.
you won't actually hit Spike.
I won't hit Spike?
You won't hit
So
Spike.
am I. Do it.
You won't hit Spike unless you have a roll out of control. That's a dramatic thing. You would have to like actually pick a problematic side effect and have it happen.
Okay, fuck it. Well, this is help out, so I get +2, right?
Yes.
Okay, if this fails, I've got luck. What did I roll?
Rolled a 9.
What was my last roll?
Your last roll was
it's
actually
plus
weird.
I get 10.
So
I get 10.
it is a 10. It's a full success.
It is a 10.
You're not even exposed to danger. Spike, you're getting a +2 to your roll. And actually, and Ash, are you doing anything? This monster cat is growing.
Even after I blasted it with holy?
It is still kind of growing. I'm just Ash. Right now, Spike is attacking it, and we just had. Unfortunately, it looks like Nancy vanished on us. Are you still here, Shay?
She's
She's switching computers.
Got it. Okay.
She'll be back in the next round.
Yeah, I'll help out Spiky Boy.
Okay. Give me tough for protect other. This is not the kind of demon you're normally dealing with, so you don't get your normal +1.
So it is a demon.
It's actually Fae.
Oh, okay. I'm here, by the way. I'm just like I'm not looking at anything because I'm switching computers, but I'm here.
Okay. So Ash and Spike are both going to receive reduced damage, which is going to reduce it to 1 on Spike, which goes to 0, and 2 on Ash, which goes to 0. And they're both pawed down, but the thing does take damage, and because you did a successful help, I'll let you do one of the options from the 12 plus, since that was successful help. Really. So, Spike.
What do you mean?
You're successful. He rolled a complete success, and you rolled your helping hand gave an extra +2 on top of that. And just to be cool,
Okay.
and because I want your helping hand to have an effect, I'm going to allow the use of the advanced kick.
Okay.
I'm going to allow the use of the advanced kick ass, so it's fun. So Spike, here are the options on the advanced kick ass. Completely hold the advantage. Everybody gets a +1 on their next action.
Woo!
Suffer no harm at all, which you're already suffering no harm because of Ash's actions. Attack inflicts double normal harm, or attack drives the enemy away in a rout.
I'm going to go for the extra murder, please.
Okay, so while you're being brought down to the ground and taking no damage whatsoever, you take a huge between you and Yuna's summon that being infused by.
I just use a holy attack. Yeah.
Yeah. So between you and Yuna's attack, you're taking a gouge out of it, and you can tell it's about halfway down. Okay, so Yuna just did an attack. Spike and Ash are on their back fighting this thing. Nancy, what are you doing?
No.
What?
I don't really want to help.
But you're bad, Nancy. You bad.
I am.
Nancy.
I'm gonna start searching the room.
Okay. Give me read a bad situation, actually, because this is going to go towards setting up the ritual and give you bonuses on it.
Okay, hold on.
I'm surprised you're not trying to do something like dominate creature.
I didn't know I could do that.
You could try, but at this point, it's
I'm good. I think it's better for me to look around.
It's actually distracting everybody you want distracted.
Oh my god, hold on. How do I turn off this camera? I'm cute, but I'm not that cute right now.
What are you talking about? You're super cute.
I know.
It's under like your character settings, or no, the wheel icon.
It might.
Okay.
It might.
Yeah.
It might not be active because I disabled it on my end, and sometimes when the GM disables it, it's disabled for everybody.
Oh.
But you
Okay.
But you can try.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I think I found it.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Okay, I'll do. Yeah, I want to. Okay, better. Yeah. Okay, good. What do I need to roll for that, for the search?
Yeah, that's a sharp roll.
Sharp. Okay, I'll do that.
While she's doing that, Spike has the catfish completely. Oh, hello. What?
Hmm.
Oh, I was like, there was a loud noise. I didn't know what it was.
I sighed. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm like, what? While she's looking around, can I like try and reach out to the catfish because it talks and Spike is more or less pinning it to the ground?
Yes, you can try to actually reach out with use magic. It looks like it's a spirit that has been twisted somehow. You can actually try to use your magic to try to cleanse it.
I will do that. I tell Spike, stop hurting it. Stop hurting it. I can help. It's
I think you'll
not
find
like
it's
the rest.
hurting me.
Well, hopefully it won't hurt anybody after this. And do I add anything to weird for helping hand?
Um, in this case, you're going to be trying to cleanse it. So you are going
Yes.
to be your last spell. You did helping hand last time, which you rolled it with weird. You're supposed to roll that with cool, but I'll let it pass. Um, just so you know, whenever you use helping hand, you should be using cool because that's the help out.
Oh.
You might be doing it with magic, but you roll cool still. Okay?
Oh, then that was a useless thing to get because I have like 0 cool.
That's fine. We live and learn. But anyway, do you want?
I will use a luck to make it a 12.
Got it. Okay. So you're able.
And I will use the luck with mine to make it a 12 because I was searching and I got a 7.
So you're
okay, so bring down 1 luck.
Yeah.
There
so
we go.
You're able to reach into it. It is still a vicious creature, but it's misplaced. And there is, at its core, it's a vicious creature designed for, intended for war. But it has been twisted by something else away from its original purpose. That's making it kind of a little bit more crazy than normal. You are able to get in and pull out that infection and bundle it up and kind of crush it. And it kind of resists because part of this infection has convinced it that the infection is a good thing in freedom. And it's like, and the claws start kind of pulling back, and it kind of looks at Ash and Yuna and Spike especially with a little bit more respect and nervousness. Where?
And I set down my staff and I kneel down, and so that because I figure cat sis is a very large cat, correct?
Yeah, when it's normally manifested, it looks like tiger-sized lynx.
Yeah, I am kneeling down to its level, and I say, you were once a protector. You guarded and fought nobly. Will you come with us? Will you help us? And when we find a way home, we'll send you home as well. I give you my word as a summoner.
Give me a charm roll.
This isn't manipulation. This is just like honest begging.
I know it is, but
do I get any information?
You do.
Am I able to kill it?
I have such shitty charm.
Oh wow!
And I can
I
to try
have
killing
another
it?
luck, and I figure this game is almost over. So there we go.
Lord Jesus!
Hey, if you don't use it yet, so.
Are you down to 0 luck?
No, I have 2.
Okay, good. Because if you're down to 0 luck, it can start being really mean to you. Like, do damage without any warning.
Don't do that. don't do that to me.
Okay. So, yeah, you're able to, like, fine. You send me back to my proper reality. I will guard you for now. It feels like it is talking through clenched teeth at dealing with anything else. Spike, you can definitely tell it has. It wants to hunt. It wants to kill, but it's willing to make a deal. You're
I still
also
want to kill it.
That's what all Fae want to do is make a deal.
yeah.
Yuna says, just gives a sweet smile and says, "What do we call you?"
Kate Sith. And I'm going to go to Nancy's questions now. She's got 3 of them.
Oh, got it. You got it. Yep. No worries.
All right. I guess my first question being, because I'm looking around for stuff for the ritual, is this like too broad? What do I need for the ritual?
Well, you're going to want to do from the actual specific things here. Again, we have to tweak them for.
Oh, right.
You're going to look at read a bad situation. And I'm going to interpret these to being dealing with the ritual that you want to do. So they're a little bit broad. Okay. All these questions are a little bit broad, but you have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Read a bad situation. Sorry, I just have to open it again. With read. Okay. Read a bad situation.
Buddy, I want to eat its throat. No, it's a pet kitty for now, but it slighted me. It's the mighty hunter. You do not eat the mighty hunter. But murder!
I guess what's the best way to protect the victims, but I want to interpret as what's the best way to destroy the victims, as in like the Necronomicon?
I'm going to, in this case, make the victim, the thing you want to protect is the entity in the Necronomicon, because right now you want it to be part of you.
Yes.
So the best way right now to protect the victim is to convince the people around you that you have destroyed it. So part of the...
So I have to wait.
You're going to be destroying that book. You're going to pretend to summon the book. And as part of the ritual, destroy the book and try to convince the other 3, oh, the book is destroyed, you're good. And that will have them stop looking for it.
Okay. My second question is, what is the creature that's in the room?
Oh, what's the biggest threat to me? That's Kate.
Yeah.
That's Kate Sith. It is a member of the Unseelie Fae, the Winter Court. You read about it in a Dresden novel.
Okay. And then my third question, any suggestions for the third question? That you guys, for the party that you guys want to know.
How do we get back to our own?
Well, it can't be a broad one. It has to be one from the select. It has to be one from the list.
One of the list. Okay. What's the best way in? What's my best way out?
Probably the best way out.
Okay, so what's my best way out? Or I guess what would be my best way out of this situation?
Okay. So the best way out of the situation is you've got an idea on how to twist this room will let you tweak doorways to different realities. So you can perform the ritual to do 3 things. You can destroy Flag so he's never a bother to you and this doesn't happen again. You can summon, in quotes, because all you have to do to summon it is remove your glamour. You can summon the Necronomicon and destroy it, again in quotes, and send everybody to their proper home.
Okay. So I kind of know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to pass on my turn to them.
Okay. And
before I do what I do.
Spike. Okay. Who's next?
What's Ash been doing? Ash has been quiet. What's up?
Ash has been being a man in the corner.
Stop sulking, man.
Ash has no idea what to do with any of this. What does it look like to him? Just a normal room?
Yeah, it looks like a normal room, but it kind
It's a
of
suite, right?
yeah, it's a suite. There's a big open area. You definitely get a tingle from the same sort of feeling you got from the cabin and from the hill in the old medieval. Though this place is not specifically evil, it feels a lot more neutral. You feel power, but not hostility.
Okay.
Fucking
Is there a
time
mini
traveler.
bar?
There is a mini
Oh
bar.
my god.
I can't do anything here. This completely out of
we
my
need
range.
we need to find the Necronomicon
Right.
and destroy it, correct? So what is a way that you think we can I could probably do a spell or something.
Where is the next?
I could do a spell or something. Can you deal with this fucking panther or whatever it is, this lynx?
I believe
I am
he
going to
said
try to
his
read
name
the
is
badge.
Cat Sith.
I'm imagining
Because-
Spike and Cat Sith are glaring at each other.
Still really kind of
And
want to
I am doing my best to treat Cat Sith with respect because you don't do that to people you've asked to help you. And with Yuna, since she has she deals with the Aeons, it's utmost respect for those who have more power than you and are willing to help you.
All right. I am going to try to read a bad situation because I'm in a place full of power and the Necronomicon is on the loose.
Yes.
This is exactly when it comes to fuck me.
Yes.
Can I also do that? And what do I roll?
It's read a bad situation is always sharp unless you have a move that changes it. Spike, by the way, what is Spike's biggest desire, the wish he wants to fulfill?
I think he just wants Buffy, really.
So he wants to be able
World
to.
peace.
He wants to be able to adjust the reality of the situation in his world so that he can have a happy life with Buffy.
Yeah, I guess so.
So what? Basically, not be a vampire.
So
No,
I would like to
The
charm
angel.
Nancy by being all like, "Hey, Elphaba, can you make with the, granting me my wishes now?"
I don't think he wants to be not a vampire because it's the vampire spirit, it's the demon spirit that loves Buffy.
So just
I know. Is it anything about not being a
turn
vampire?
him as he is into a human being?
No, I'm either that or if that would not be accessible, probably one of the things would be alter the metaphysics so that a vampire and a slayer as in love aren't immediately screwed by fate.
Is he gonna roll it? Go ahead. Let's see it. Your charm.
Let's see your charm, Spike.
A 6.
I'm going to use my luck.
Okay, so
she looks at him and she literally just goes, if they're like going, he said, honestly, for real, if the only thing you want to do is just fuck who you want, then just say so. And I'll cast a fucking spell for that. Just help me with this thing, and then you can go around and do whatever.
okay, so
Be more specific on the helping with this thing.
Nancy,
and I'll help on this thing.
Nancy, if you can try to do, you can consider this even a practice ritual in manipulating reality because it's dealing with just one reality instead of dealing with a whole bunch, and you can do it as a practice thing to tweak his reality so that fate does not get in the way of him and Buffy.
Okay. I want to
also
do that
not just
after
fate.
what I want helps me. Like, I'm not going to do that for him first.
I don't need just fate to not fuck me. I also need to stop detesting me, which would also be nice.
Okay, but no, Nancy.
Stop what?
If you do this to appease him so that he'll help you, you get an experience and you get a +1 on the roll, and it will help you get a +1 on the ritual afterwards because it is basically you're getting practice.
Okay, I tell him to give me his hand. And are they doing anything? Is this like a thing that's happening in front of 2 other people? I tell him to give me his hand, and I take my. I have a ritual knife, and I want to use the ritual knife, to help me alter his reality.
I'll give you an extra +1 for that, so you get a +2 on this roll. So I want you to roll weird, please.
Weird, and then how do I do the +2, or is it just going to go in? Or
when you click it, it'll bring up a little dialogue that says +4 or something. It'll just add a 2 to that.
Okay. And what is this to weird?
Yeah.
Weird.
You better roll
2.
well.
Fuck you.
Hey.
What did I get? I can't even see. Oh, it's an 11.
Okay,
2.
Spike, you've actually kind of felt the basic nature of reality in your home dimension change, so that there are no.
I'll use my third eye to show him.
Yeah, there are no longer any metaphysical barriers between Slayers, between Buffy and you.
But does she still hate me?
Let's see.
That's up to you, man.
That's up to you, yeah. If you can't fucking get a girl to like you with your personality, then why the fuck do you want to do this?
I just feel like the way that the reality's been altered will just mean the angel will just sweep right in. I feel like you're very specific about this.
I'm sorry.
And maybe just kind of get rid of the whole angel thing on the same time.
I'll say this.
I almost wish Yuna.
I'll say. Let me talk. I'll say this because because it's going off of Spike's wishes. It's not going to erase her free will, but she's going to be definitely very softened, and you have an in. It'll take you screwing it up.
Oh, well, that's definitely going to happen.
Yeah, you're still boned.
Only a matter of time.
Okay, so I'm gonna with this. I want to use since I have all these buffs. Oh, go ahead.
I rolled read a bad situation. I got an 8.
You get a 1 question. Yes.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Oh, true.
Yeah. Okay, so Ash, you're looking around, kind of bored, drinking some whiskey, and you get a look at Nancy poking around for doing this ritual and then moving off to start doing her own thing. And Spike's sitting here probably thinking, okay, I've got an in. I just don't have to fuck it up. Oh, damn it. Do I have that right, Spike?
No, I don't think he thinks that far ahead. I think he's pretty confident about the whole situation and thinks it's going to go super well and isn't thinking about the potential downsides.
Yeah. Okay.
That sounds right.
Okay. So Nancy's moving. You're looking around. Nancy moving around, and she's got the Necronomicon clipped to her belt, or something, wherever the keychain is that she glamored it into.
Yeah.
More than that, her eyes are looking very weird to you.
Is the little voice saying anything?
Yes, she's saying. Well, this is actually kind of interesting because while this. Actually, I'll go with that a little bit. While Spike and Nancy was doing it and Nancy's now distracted with the ritual, that little voice says, "Summon me now, summon me now."
I go to tackle Nancy.
I was like, I'm going to summon you.
I'm a summon a whoop ass.
I will try my best to summon Nancy. Like, I draw on, like...
Is it Nancy?
Yeah, normally they're supposed to be this kind of works in a really weird way. There isn't a faith tied to this spirit, but this is a spirit that was removed from its body to become a summons. It might not look like Nancy,
It might,
but this is going to become one amazing thing. I'm going to summon Nancy.
Roll weird.
Do I get bonuses on this?
You did a successful weird recently, so because you did the healing at that. So yes, roll +1. Okay, so Nancy doesn't notice this because she's distracted. Spike may not notice this either. Ash is currently seen because of a lot of stuff because of his innate connection to the Necronomicon. A kind of glimmering angelic doppelganger of Nancy, kind of semi-angelic with wings and such, kind of materializes behind Yuna and reaches out to go grab the Necronomicon, take it from Nancy, pull it back, and replace it with another glamour.
Is there anything that I can do to stop this, or is this like a thing that's going to happen?
Give me... this is a thing that's going to happen. You'll be able to try to notice it. Depending on how well you roll in the ritual, you might notice it.
Okay. Can I ask Cat Sith to guard my summons?
Oh, the angelic Nancy comes back to you, hands you the key card that's actually the Necronomicon, and holds it to you, and then sort of vanishes back inside you.
Oh shit! I look at Cat Sith and it's like, or not Cat Sith. I look at Nancy. I look at Ashley. I look at Spike. I look back at Ashley, and then I book it.
I guess I'm chasing after Yuna.
I wouldn't chase after you guys because I wouldn't know. That's a disadvantage for me, right?
Nope. You probably
Maybe not book it, but very carefully step out of the room.
Okay, so this is Ash. You can see that she now has the Necronomicon. You actually are fairly certain she won't misuse it. But
it doesn't matter if she won't misuse it. I know what this thing does to people who have it in their physical possession.
Yeah. Okay, so Nancy, give me a quick Yuna. Actually, let's see here. Nancy, give me a sharp roll.
Okay, I'm not really sharp. Because I still have a thing that I wanted to do. Let me.
Hey, Spike got what he wanted.
That's why I didn't want to do his thing first. I got a fucking 12.
It's gone. It's gone, baby. It's gone.
I got a 12.
Okay. Did you want to know? Because so yeah, at this point, Nancy's kind of pulls out goes to feel the Necronomicon, and realizes she's carrying a glamour.
I'm going to use this for the ritual, but I think I'm going to use it on Yuna. I'm going to go for big magic.
Okay.
And I'm going to use all my buffs that I got.
Okay. You have actually been building up to this all the time. Yuna, you are taking off. Ashley, you are taking off. Spike, what are you doing?
I was
going to use big magic for the ritual, but now you've taken the thing that I want.
I am more than happy to give the thing to Ashley.
Yeah.
Because he knows what the fuck to do with it.
Okay.
But if this is a fight, then this is a fight.
Okay. If you're just handing the thing to Ashley and running, that's cool. It's
But
okay,
he doesn't.
then big magic on
all
Ashley.
All I know is he's chasing after me, right?
Yeah. It depends on what he says.
Ask you, before we get into an actual fight, how long do we have between the two of us leaving the room to Nancy noticing?
I mean, I rolled a 12, so I would have noticed it immediately, right?
Yes, but they're still in the hotel, and you are pretty much master of the hotel right now. So the book being in the hotel is probably plenty. The fact that you know where it is.
Okay.
All right. But I meant distance-wise. Distance-wise, how far apart are we?
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm gonna look at Spike. And I'm gonna say, I help you with your thing. I would like you to assist me in getting me that book back.
Where's the book?
Ashley.
Who the fuck? Ashley has it? I don't know who has it.
I think Yuna has it, and Ashley took off after Yuna. Kate Sif probably took off after him as well, because it's Yuna he made a deal with.
Yes.
That was more of an in-character question for Dance.
Oh.
Okay. So, I mean, they were shady as hell, just leaving the room. I'm assuming that they have it. So, hey, you've been wanting to kill a human for the past, since we got here. Want to try doing that now?
Yeah, all right.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you need the book back, or can you do your thing and I'll just go and kill those two?
Nancy, you totally just need the book not to leave the hotel. But you can tell them whatever you want.
Awesome. Make sure the book doesn't leave the hotel. Do what you need to do. And while he does that,
blood's on the menu, boys.
There you go. What is this turned into? I love it. Okay, so while that.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. All right. So
the thing is, this is perfectly par for the course for Ashley.
This sounds about right.
It's very what is it called? True to the characters.
Yes.
Yeah. So once Ashley and I get far enough down the hallway, I'd imagine you grab hold of my shoulder or something like that, demanding this thing, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You don't want to be holding that.
I immediately just give it to you. They're about to come out.
You don't know that we're about to come after us.
It's intuition. Obvious. Yeah, of course. I stole a thing from you. Of course, you're going to come chase me. So, but anyway, I would say they're about to come after us. The person that looks like Nancy isn't Nancy. Did you see the summons? Did you see her? Listen, the summon is the real one. That thing isn't Nancy, and we need to stop them. And I need you to protect the book as you've always protected the book, but I'm going to summon something big. And I need a lot of room.
Two places that have a lot of room in a hotel: penthouse and grand ballroom.
Grand ballroom.
Okay.
While going on, I would like to. This isn't big magic yet, but I would like to, while Spike is doing his thing, she has the ability to.
Yeah.
God, what can help me in this situation? She has the ability to teleport. I want to teleport.
What?
Nancy has the ability to teleport.
Is this as evil Nancy or
this
just
is
in general?
Nancy Downs is a witch that has telekinesis, levitation, divination, glamoring, spellcasting, astral projection, pyrokinesis, teleportation, weather manipulation, technopathy, and telepathy. Those are her natural powers.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh fuck.
Fuck. I'm
in trouble.
Yeah. just a note, you can start the big magic without that book. You can actually start the big magic. You want to go teleport to where they are?
Should I? I don't know if I'm allowed to ask that. You know what? I trust in Spike. If it seems like he needs help, I'll go do that. I'm gonna start the big magic.
Yeah, I'm just telling you this because you have extra knowledge on top of Nancy's intellect and what Nancy knew. You also have the connection to the entity in the Necronomicon, so you are aware that you just can start on the business from the big magic in here.
Okay, so I'll do that.
Okay, so Spike, give me act under pressure.
Spike's gonna fuck this all up.
Okay.
Oh, fuck this.
So, this is the thing, Spike. You can get down there, catch up to them in time before they start. Before Yuna starts her big summon, but you won't see Ashley until he gets a chance to act to do something. Or Kate Sith is also there, actually.
Kate Sith is there.
Yeah. Or you can come down careful. Yuna will already have been able to roll her summon, her magic, but you will not be surprised by Kate Sith and Ashley.
Can I not be looking for Ashley?
Oh, you can go look for Ash? Sure. Okay. In that case, cool. Okay.
I will ask again, DM, to what level am I allowed to summon critters? Do you have?
I will say Baphomet.
Yeah, that's the one I was planning on. Like, I wasn't gonna go for like the secret ones because
Right.
Bahamut's like the end boss-ish one. Unless you start going for Anima and the Magus sisters and those things.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, at a 9, you're going to find Ash just fine. It'll be an even fight. You won't get a +1 on the thing. It'll be an even fight between the two of you.
Who said we're fighting? Stop making assumptions here. I'm
Okay.
a charming fellow. I might just be here to chat with him.
Okay. So you at a
I'm trying to reveal my plans here. I'm a nice guy. No one exactly knows anything about me.
Alright, I know what Ash is gonna do because he's an idiot.
Yeah, Spike is going to show up. Spike, you're going to show up. You're going to get a chance to state what you're doing, what you're going to be intending to do. I'm imagining Ashley's going to interrupt it, but what is Spike intending to do when he finds Ash and Yuna and Kate Sith?
What kind of situations do you find them in?
Yuna is doing another one of those big summons. This one is doing another summon. This one seems to be taking a little bit extra time and coalescing a lot more energy. I haven't had her roll the move yet. Ash is holding the book, and the cat is also kind of prowling around and guarding them. They're in the main ballroom.
I'd like to just walk up to Ash and lean against the wall next to him, pull out my cigarettes and put one in my mouth, and then offer him the cigarettes.
I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I know what Ash is doing. Ash knows one spell in the Necronomicon.
Does he really? Like, out of character, does he really?
Yes.
Yeah, he fucked it up real bad.
Yes, he does. He knows one.
Is this the one that he always says badly?
No, that's not a spell of the Necronomicon. That's essentially just kind of a safety barrier. If you say it and pick it up, depending on where you are, you're fine. But when he knows, this is one he used to try to seal the Watcher of the Woods and everything else away. He fucked that up too, because he got sucked along with it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So this is what I want you to do. She's summoning a look. You can't really tell.
I was asking
in character. She's summoning in character. Oh, Ashley.
Yes, I was asking Ash.
Oh, he's having a casual conversation with Ash.
I'm having a casual conversation with Ash here.
That does keep them in the hotel, doesn't it? Ash, he's asking you what she's summoning.
I have no idea.
I did not tell him what I was summoning.
And I wouldn't
However,
understand a word you said
considering
anyway.
like if you guys can see the little snippet, because I skipped to the point in which the summon happens, windows in this hotel are gonna start shattering when it comes in. Like the grand ballroom is just gonna be just glass everywhere as this big fuck off dragon shows up.
As soon as you
She's
roll
gonna
your,
try and kill us again.
you're good. Yeah,
Yeah, because they wouldn't know that Spike is helping me.
right.
No. So
I
just
Just
roll
all
weird.
fed up with everybody.
Okay, is Ash starting to cast a spell too?
Yeah, the one spell he knows.
Okay,
I think
And I'm doing
Yuna,
my big magic.
Yuna is having normal success. Nancy, give me your. This is going to be the last set of rolls, and Spike, go ahead and give me
Okay.
a charm roll.
Spike, do your charm roll. Oh, shit.
On what, Ashley?
Just being generally charming.
I'm
Ash,
like, this is super fucking charming.
Ash, give me a big magic, and give me a weird roll, and Nancy, give me a weird roll. This is going to be
How do I? Okay, so can you help me with this one because because I know like I have a whole bunch of buffs and stuff.
You okay? You have +1 because of your read a bad situation. You have +1 because go big or go home. You have +1 because you got the practice with Spike. So you have weird, and when that comes up, you roll a 3. You add a 3 to it.
I'm gonna turn that 5 into a 12.
Of course you
Feel
are.
free to fuck with it anyway.
I'm gonna turn that into a 12 as well.
Okay. So this is kind of what happens. What happens is
Yes?
this is just kind of crazy. So, Nancy's
I'm
coming.
just thinking Spike was being charming.
I know. Nancy is chanting her big magic spell and coming to the conclusion just as Baphomet comes crashing in through the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
And as
Hasn't even used the
as she finishes, Ash also finishes his big magic spell at the same time, and all three sort of go off in intermesh. And Nancy finds herself, the body Nancy finds herself as basically the majority, both the Nancy personality is basically been imprinted on the entity in the Necronomicon. The Necronomicon has been consumed by Nancy. The Nancy personality, basically. But has that power and is loose in the multiverse with Yuna and Ash scattered somewhere with the remaining bit of Nancy's goodness and humanity as a symbiotic spirit attached to Yuna. With the book Necronomicon, which no longer imprisons the entity itself, and Ash can sense that, but still contains a connection in a lot of the spells. And they're now stuck chasing through the Nancy ghost, Yuna, and Ashley are now stuck chasing through the multiverse, trying to contain the evil Uber Nancy, Necro Nancy. Meanwhile, Spike appears, there's a knock on the door at Buffy's apartment, and Spike appears and basically kind of says, "Hey, would you like to go on a date?"
Spike got out just fine.
Winner.
I got what I wanted.
It's all coming up, Spike.
Wow. So we got fucked.
I mean, and
I don't know what you're
hey,
talking
hey,
about.
hey,
This is
Spice
normal.
can fuck too.
Well, I can kind of see Yuna teaming up with, well, because her whole pilgrimage was, I'm going to defeat the ultimate evil. Well, we found a new ultimate evil, and I guess that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
But-
that reality with Final Fantasy X, Yuna goes in to do her sanctuary praying and never comes out.
Yeah.
And Nancy's just super chill, you know, super chill, super cool. Necronomicon, super awesome, talking, chilling with the devil, you know, like
Poor
whatever.
fucking Titus and Waka and Lulu and Kimari, Aaron and
Actually,
everybody.
It's chill, it's cool, it's whatever. It's chill, it's cool.
No,
actually,
my
no,
friends.
that universe might be fine now.
Why?
Yeah, Ash can go like get
No,
some
because
cosmetic surgery, fix that
Yuna
hand.
carried with her the Aeons. The Aeons are what powered Sin.
Dude, no, this, like any summoner. There's more than one summoner.
Yeah, I know. Oh no, there isn't.
Yes, there is.
There's
You fight several of them.
But the thing is, there's only one that does it.
Yeah,
And if you're
No,
passing him here, you
fight
might have
several
dragged
of
him with you.
but she hasn't done the
fight
final
several
ritual.
of them.
She hasn't done the final ritual
Oh.
yet, so she isn't actually. She doesn't
Yeah.
have the. She doesn't have the embodiment of the next sin yet. So
Another.
Yeah.
Yeah, another summoner is going to do the final summoning and restart the cycle all over again. The final calm will never happen. So, or the eternal calm will never happen.
Ash gets out of this kind of fine because like you got rid of the Necronomicon. It's now like a chick.
Not really, because now he has two problems.
Oh, all right.
And one of them can walk away.
I mean,
if we're done here and the recording's about to end,
Yes, it is.
after the recording ends, I'll explain why this is normal.
I'm going to go ahead and end I'm hoping everybody had fun.
Yeah,
Plug
that
your
was
social
fun.
media.
That was fun.
Ah.
What?
I said, don't forget to plug your social media again, folks.
Yeah.
I have no social media. If you manage to find me, great.
If you managed to find me, great.
Okay, ending the recording now.
All right.
All right.
Why is this normal?
In Ash's expanded universe, Ash actually does